What is going on, everybody? How you doing? How's your Saturday? And welcome to Chatting with the Comic Community. This is episode 34. I'm your host, Sean, aka Stay Puft 1983. And we have a rousing panel today. All right. First, I'm gonna introduce my Stone Cold tag team partner here, Steve, who's been on the show the most times.
Yes.
What's going on?
Same old. Just got back from the comic shop, got a few books, and picked up some, sent some off. Busy morning.
All right. And then next we got Not Near Mint, Rob Worst. What is going on?
Hey, everybody. I did not just get back from the comic store, but I did go to quite a few of them. I wound up getting all the Venoms, and I cleared out 9 long boxes because Jay Blitz came over last night and got rid of all the stuff I don't want anymore. So I think he's having an auction tomorrow. So check out Jay Blitz.
All right. You heard the man. Check out Jay Blitz.
Who's giggling in the background?
Me.
Lady Fantastic.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's doing well, man. Excited to see you guys. I actually just shipped off a shit ton of stuff this morning, and now I'm gonna get my crap together. There's books everywhere, and I live in chaos. So just another day.
Another day in the neighborhood.
Living the dream.
Yep. Then you got a man that's been on the show multiple times. Big Dusty Brick Brown, the Macon Mangler. Ow, what is going on?
Macon Mangler?
I like the Macon Mangler. He looks like he would mangle you too.
That's my persona when I have my wrestling mask on, the Macon Mangler. How's everyone? Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon.
And his first time making his appearance on my show, got Matt Odom from the Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion.
Yeah. Excited to be here, everybody. Excited to be here with my tag team partner.
That's right.
That's right. Al and Matt, they've been going long and hard with the Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion, and they will be returning next week. Next week, they'll be back 8:30 Saturday night. So make sure you subscribe to Comic Hall and Roundtable Discussion. It's in the description below. Get them to 300 subs so we can, see a potential giveaway.
Well, just in case, is there anybody with a wrench that can go ahead and drop his link in there just to make sure that I'm subbed up to him?
I know I'm probably not, but I will be.
I put the links in the description for their social media pages.
Yeah, I'll get that when we're done for sure.
So looking at the chat, we got Comic Books NYC. What's going on?
Copy.
297.
Got my Australian brother, Varangian Vigilante. We did a show yesterday talking about Hulk Hogan movies. Interesting topic that we had.
That's his thing, man.
And we got Boatwright. Just got home from work. There's a spot open. I got the upgraded account, so if you want to jump on, go ahead.
Boat.
So, what do y'all want to start off with? You want to start off showing comics? Do you want to start off talking about, topics? Because I have a couple of topics.
Hit us with a topic.
Yeah.
So, have y'all heard the news about Keanu Reeves writing a comic book?
Yep. This morning. I heard this morning.
I have not. Please fill us in.
All right, let me try and get the screen share up.
Oh, bye, kitty.
Comic is called Berserk, I think, or something. Berserker. Trying to get the screen to come up.
I hear Berserker, and all I can think of is the Russian guy from the movie Clerks going, I want to F you like Berserker.
Bring it up again. But that was pretty interesting news that had everybody talking about it. Keanu Reeves doing comic books and character looking just like him. So it'll be interesting to see.
It's his fantasy screenplay that he wants to star in, I'm sure. Like Sam Jackson tried to do it a while back, and it was called Cold Space, and that never went anywhere.
That's the image right there.
Hey, does anybody need this? I think did the 52 shit? Did they like? Did Batman Detective go to 52 issue?
Yes.
52?
Yeah, that's where it stopped. That was the last issue.
Found it in the 56 bin. If somebody needs it, I can send it to you or wants it.
Found it.
Did it?
Had it.
So, according to it, it's going to be through Boom Studios, and he's creating the material for live action vehicles, and he pitched them on the character. Damn, it took me out where I was reading. The character who was born 80,000 years ago, half man. His father was a war god. It's a little fantasy and reality.
I wonder what Keanu Reeves, like, what does he do to just wake up one day and, like,
I'm going to write a comic book.
Yeah.
I'm going to write a comic.
I mean, it's got people talking about it because, you know, everybody's a fan of Keanu Reeves, you know, in his movies.
Well,
So-
think about this. What if, dude, and we don't know, but what if Marvel does have a contract with him, and so now he's got to roll with Marvel because there's been that talk, and now he's like, I could do this shit, and so he's randomly writing his own. Huh?
True.
Well, I hope somebody at Marvel Editorial went where, well, here's the guy named Donny Cates. This is called Thanos Wins. Try and write something like that. Hopefully they're doing that because someone that thinks that they can write usually can't. It's not that easy.
So
Says Nas. Go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead. I'll make a comment and say.
Says Nas told a butt kicker, but is in fact a warm but world-weary guy with a good sense of humor. Haven't he played a character similar to that?
Yeah, like every character, he
That's-
plays the same role.
I give it 5 issues.
I mean, Keanu Reeves.
I mean, here's another good question. Steve Aoki did a comic book. How many issues did that get in so far? I mean, I don't think they go much more than like 5-6 issues. So you're totally right.
That's 5, maybe we talking 5 at best.
Yeah, he'll lose interest.
Yeah.
It depends on how much he gets it done.
Ask Kevin
Hey,
Smith every time he works on a comic book.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, you know, this premise comes off as being a combination of God of War and Highlander to me.
I know, has he played too many video games? He's just like, fuck it, I could do it. I'm Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, because he's in that cyberpunk game too.
Yep.
And this picture looks similar to it, just without the cyberpunk stuff.
That's how you actually make money, is like on all the fucking residuals and shit.
Too. I don't know though. I mean, it's not something that I would gravitate to. I'll just pick up the first issue and just see what it's all about. But I don't know if I want to just like be long term on board with it. I mean, the first issue has to blow me away for me to say, all right, I'm interested.
Hey,
But-
I
Blow
will
you away, huh?
only get 2 issues
What
in.
kind of event, Stay Puff? What kind of event that you've read in the past that blew you away? Were you like, man, that shit just blew me away? When's the last time you read a comic?
You
You had
mean
that
it's like an event or just any comic?
I'll just say any comic. What's the last comic that blew you away?
Shoot, I enjoyed the hell out of Saga, and then you had East of West by Hickman. That one, it started out slow, but it kept me interested. And I know they're doing a video series on East of West, and I really want to see more of that. You know, in terms of the video series with Hialeah and them. But as far as events go, like for a Marvel event, I would say the cosmic storylines by Abnett and Lanning.
Okay, so Abnett and Lanning, they basically did the whole Annihilation. They did Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, the Annihilation event was badass. ass. I
I
haven't.
never read those. I know you did. So, what did you think?
Huh?
I love the cosmic stories by Abner and Landon, whether it's Annihilation, War of Kings, Nova Run. It was Guardians of the Galaxy. You know what's funny? I remember I didn't read. There you go. I didn't read the Guardians when it first came out, and by the
That's
time
the
I read Annihilation and then the stuff that followed it, I
Conquest.
started liking it. Yeah,
And then War of
Con-
Kings.
Conquest was not as good as the first one,
I know, of course not.
but I enjoyed all those events, and I read them like years later when they started putting out the omnibuses.
Yeah,
back when this came
I
out,
didn't read it until yeah, that's awesome, dude. That's the one. That's the one people
Yeah.
want.
that's the one I have, but now I want to actually read the rest of them because back when this first came out, before there were movies, you're going, but there's no Dance Astro, there's no Starhawk. Who the hell are these guys? This isn't the Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't think about that back when it was coming out. Then the movies started forming around Groot and Gamora and everybody else and Star-Lord. And I missed out on it. So now I want to go back and read it.
It took
Definitely
me a
read
minute. It took me a minute to warm up to them too, because I collected the Advanced Astrovic and Martinex and all of them, and Nikki 27. So yeah, it took me a minute to warm up to that new team. So I get where you're coming from.
I just love the cosmic stories. It's like the cancer verse or whatever. Like Thanos with cancer and stuff, and then like it's crazy. I don't know. It was fun. There's because they basically set it up a whole new playground. Like it's a playground for like what you were saying, Puff. Like there's like Nova, but there's also Quasar. There's Guardians. There's Ronan. It's all these people. Anyways.
Yeah, it's a lot of characters. All the cosmic characters took part in that. And it's funny because I've always considered myself a Marvel fan, but I never really read a lot of the cosmic stories until all those events.
I will admit that like I didn't start getting into the cosmic stuff until I was an adult. Like as a kid, it was just X-Men Central, and then like as an adult, I really really expanded my body of literature in terms of the comic topics. Okay, so what blew me away, honestly, this year that I didn't expect would is freaking Goon, like Eric Powell's Goon. I had never read anything like that, and it was so fun and light to me. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I needed it or something. It's just it was really well done. I liked it.
Yeah, and that series goes in so many different directions. As a crime noir, it goes hard boiled, it goes comedy, it can go in several different directions. And whenever Eric Powell gives it up to go to whatever new artist or writer works on it that month, it's just a done in one, and it can still carry some continuity, but overall you have the basic premise. You have the henchman who has been the crime boss all along, and his buddy that is just a little douchebag. But it's funny and fun.
What's up,
I
Ken?
need to read the Goon.
It's really funny. I mean, it's like reading what was that family that was always bad, like in the DuckTales? There's the burglar or something, or
Regular Brothers or whatever it is.
It's kind of like that.
I know who you're talking about, and I can't remember the names either.
Beagle Brothers, that's the Beagle Brothers.
Beagle Brothers, yes.
Yeah, them. It's like kind of it feels very much like that in a way.
Ooh. Any other opinions on the Keanu Reeves comics?
Mm-hmm. I think we bounced around.
Are we going to have an over and under how long he lasts? With a prize giveaway from Sean.
I want to talk about, we discussed this last week. I discussed it with the ladies, and the new Batwoman. on the CW and the whole thing with recasting Batwoman, you know, and just CW shows in general, you know, because I know Al and Matt talked a lot about The Flash and all those shows, and I've pretty much kind of given up on most of that because they just do things that just like I don't know about that, and I'm just stepping away from all that. So you got
Have
the
you
Batwoman,
watched the series?
the Batwoman.
Yeah.
I've seen a few episodes, mainly like the crossover one with Bruce Wayne, and then like episode here or there. But I never really stuck with it.
Okay, I was actively watching the show, and I have to say, as much as I kind of liked Ruby Rose, she did a good job as Batwoman. But I am very thankful that Javicia Leslie is coming into this because, oh my God, Alice has been in every episode. It would be like if the Joker was in every single episode of Batman to the point that he loses his specialness. And that was Alice throughout the entire show, carrying the bad guy, then becoming the good guy, then the bad guy, the good guy. Oh, you're my sister. I love you. It's fine that you murdered all these people. I'm going to bring you in, but you're my sister. Like, oh my God, please end this story already. How many episodes is it? So yeah, please, a clean slate, and then we can finally get a why can't I remember his name? Lucius Fox's son as Batman. That's what I want to see. Because
Batwoman.
Yeah, new Batwing will be taking over as Batman because you'll have this new character coming in as Batwoman who has no idea what she's doing, and now you have the first actual Black Batman, which is what I've been looking forward to the entire season 1 of Batwoman. So finally, hopefully it'll get on track because I think it was just wandering in its first season.
I guess that's why I didn't really stay with it. I mean, I try and give all the CW shows a chance. You know, I enjoyed Flash early on before that got convoluted and all messed up. I liked it, parts of Legend of Tomorrow, until they introduced that stupid ass bear to defeat the villain at the end of that season. I was completely done with that.
They knew that they were going over the top. They didn't care about being serious anymore. I'm liking the direction they're going if they want to go there. So that way they can be the more light version of the DC universe because Flash has gotten dark at times. I don't want to have moody Barry all the time. I'm depressed. I'm going to die. And Iris is going to be left alone. I want to see peppy, happy Barry. Hey, we're going to save the day no matter what.
Any thoughts?
I didn't watch nothing on CW.
Yeah, I hadn't watched The Flash in 2 years.
Me neither.
Might be 3.
I'm the only idiot.
I've been watching just a lot of Netflix shows and stuff.
Old Guard?
Yes, I just done Old Guard. I liked it. My favorite part of Old Guard was the guy that put all the stuff on the walls where she was. I thought that was awesome. How she saved him in order for her to have a son that saved these. Mm-hmm. You know, that was pretty cool. I like that. I thought
he was basically playing the same role that he had in Firefly.
Yeah. I liked the weapon and that I was like, well, if they can't die, what's the big deal? Show's over. And I was like, oh, she can't.
This Highlander for New Generation, you know? I want that being a series. Like, forget
that was good.
Turn that into a series.
Yeah, because you could really, some could go. You know what I mean? Some of your favorites could go. Unlike comics, they can't come back.
Hey, Dusty and Matt, I want to ask you the same question that I asked Puff. When's the last time you read a comic that you said, man, that blew me away? If you have. You may not have ever.
The last good comic I read, because I this pandemic thing, I kind of just not, got in the habit of not going to the store like you used to. Well, I don't know if anybody on the panel has read Vampire State Building. I thought that was pretty good. It was.
I got number 1 and I haven't got past that.
Yeah. Did you like the Strain?
I haven't even read number 1 since I don't have none of the others. So I was like, I don't like to start stuff I can't finish. So,
Gotcha. Yeah.
I just want to
Netflix
finish it. I'm a binge everything. Like
FX.
Yeah. If you like The Strain, it's kind of like The Walking Dead meets The Strain.
okay.
It's pretty good.
I'm not a zombie person. Everybody else in America is. I'm like
I
one of
got
the
all
12
my
people.
Walking Dead.
This is actually it's vampires, except they take over the Empire State Building.
So what's the name again? Vampire State?
Yeah, Vampire State Building.
Okay. I'm not even sure if I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's relatively new. I think it's maybe 2 or 3 months old.
It's not too old.
Issues in. Yeah, it's like maybe 4 or 5 issues in by now.
All right, Dusty. You're in the hot.
So for me, it was actually 2 books. I 3.
All right.
Okay, so the first one is a book. I want to say Rick Remender wrote it.
Remender.
I want to say he did it. I can't remember off the top of my head, but that was 7 to Eternity.
Yeah, he did it.
Okay, that book, the art, the story, in my opinion, it was top notch. But it's been having issues with the latest issue. I think issue 9 or 10. It's been about like a year and a half, 2 years since they've actually released the new issue. That was one. Black Sunday Murders was another one. But that one, for some reason, it has the same issue with 7 to Eternity. And the third book that I just was enthralled from beginning to end, I read all of that one, and that was God Country. So
I love that one.
Yeah, those 3 books right there, which happen to be indie books, but that 7 to Eternity, I can't remember who does the artwork, but those covers should be made out of prints because they are beautiful. Like, that book is this excellent. Like, I think it's up to 9 or 10 issues, but it's on hiatus. I don't know when they're going to release another one. But those 3 books right there were just books that just blew me away from the first issue up until whenever I stopped reading them. Now, the Black Sunday Murders is the Jonathan Hickman book. And yeah, that's it. And that book, now I will say, and I've learned this by reading Powers of X or Powers of 10 and House of X. Jonathan Hickman, I've never really read any of his material before until I read
Powers of X or House of X.
The Black Sunday Murders.
Oh, okay.
That guy is an expositionist. He breaks everything. He wants you to understand everything that's going on in that book.
Structure.
He's very much structured. He gives you definitions. He gives you hierarchy. He tells you this is what this is. This is what this is. This is what this is supposed to be in the story. And I could appreciate that because I used to hear about him on Fantastic Four, like, his Hickman run is just excellent, dude, but it's like I never really read it until I read the Black Sunday Murders, and I'm like, yeah. And then when I read House of X and Powers of 10, I'm like, this dude is like, he did homework. Like, he went home and did homework and started writing X-Men. So yeah,
he does his research.
He does. I mean, he is an excellent writer, man. I mean, I'm very impressed with him.
I talked with a guy at the shop today, and I said this before, like, Hickman writes for the omnibus. Like, you can't read a Hickman issue as a single and expect to remember that stuff 5 issues later, because there's a lot of information that he puts in that book.
Dude, he writes like an actual comic book writer used to. He's not thinking about a 6-issue arc. He's thinking 10 issues down, 20, 50 issues down the line, the end. He's always building towards something. So it doesn't feel so happenstance like, what are we going to do next issue? I don't know. Let's take him and do like an anime and put him in a hot springs or go swimming in the ocean because we don't know what to do next. He doesn't do that. It's all content, no filler.
Most of the stuff I read from Hickman was either trades or omnibuses. I picked up the first 2 issues of this, and I was like, all right, I gotta read this in trade because it's way too much information. I need to read it all in one to really soak on that information. You know, because when you're reading in singles, you have to remember what he said in issue 1 or issue 2. That's how it was when I got into East of West. When I started reading the trades, I'm on trade 3, and I find myself digging out trade number 1 because I got to remember what he said in that one. So
go ahead.
That's the thing about Hickman, that he's a long form writer. Like Rob just said, you know, he writes 10, 20, 30 issues ahead of what we're actually reading. You know, he already know what the end game's going to be.
He's the resurrected writer of the Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah, when they first rebooted like X-Men, I had to go back. I read House of X and Powers of 10 twice because I didn't want to miss nothing, because he drops a lot of hints within the X-Men book, like the first few issues, a lot of stuff that he actually wrote in Powers of 10 and House of X. So I had to go back and read it, just like you said, it's like a point of reference. But see, me, man, I like trades, but I like to get the book right then and there. So I actually just stopped reading like Black Sunday Murders. I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna read no more of this until he brings out the next issue, which the last issue was supposed to come out in June, I think, but I hadn't seen it yet. So,
oh, real quick, going back to what you were saying before about really liking God Country. If you like that, I consider that his number 2 best work.
Hold on. Time out, Rob.
Better than that,
I need my pen to write this shit down.
It's one of his earliest work.
Go ahead.
It's called Buzzkill.
Buzzkill.
I've never heard of that.
It's not expensive. It's only 4 issues. It came out through Dark Horse. It's about this guy that gets his superpowers by being a drunken alcoholic, drug addict. Each drug or alcohol gives him a different kind of superpower.
That's pretty cool.
And he's been sober all this time until his main nemesis comes back up. And he's trying to put his life together. And if you know the way that he writes, you really feel for this guy by the end. And I won't spoil it, but it is probably his best work to date. And from such a young age, it shows the promise that he would carry to today and beyond.
Heck yeah, I'll check it out. I'll definitely get that.
Hopefully I didn't blow it up too much for you.
No, because you told me to watch the what was it? After what movie was that? With God dang it! You got me to watch a movie, and I watched it, and it was just like you said. I had to watch that movie after. Damn, it's with what's his name?
Akira?
Not Walking Dead, but gosh dang it, I can't think of the name of it. Dang, give me a second.
No, that's all right.
I'm old
I
now.
do that all the time.
And I gotta rub my ear and try to get it to come to me.
Shaun of the Dead?
No, the movie where they were making the meth.
You were talking about Breaking Bad, where you need to watch the series of Breaking Bad first, and then after you get to the last episode, then and only then, because of the whole series, can you watch El Camino.
El Camino. That was good as hell. El Camino. It was crazy, man.
And after watching El Camino, it's kind of like watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, or not Temple of Doom, Raiders of the Lost Ark, where you can see that he had no bearing on the story whatsoever. That from the beginning to the end of that movie, you could have not watched it, and he was pretty much at the same position at the end as he was
that he started out in.
It belongs in a museum.
You could have taken Indiana Jones out of that entire movie, and the whole thing would have happened the same way. I kind of like those sort of things. Mind if. And when you were saying before about best stories that I've read in the last year or so, and it does tie into what we were just talking about with Hickman, I think it was issue 5 of X-Men, where you have the Professor and Magneto going to talk to the world leaders, and on the floor above him and on the floor below them, it looks like America and the world's strike teams are put in position to try and attack the Professor and Magneto. And then you have the whole X-Men team assaulting them above and below. They're just having the most polite dinner as the mutants are saying, this is how things are now. We rule things, and you just haven't accepted it yet.
Yep.
And that was one of my favorite stories in this last year.
It's been really good. Really good.
Pretty fantastic.
Yeah. Hopefully she come back. But to be honest, I still haven't read House of X and Powers of 10. Still haven't read it. And mainly it's due to my lack of interest in the X-Men as a whole. You know, I've been just so far distant from the X-Men for the last couple years, like since I came back to comics, that, you know, I just really have no interest in them as a long-term, you know, buy and read and stuff.
I mean, if you needed to know nothing else about X-Men of today, all you need to know is this one sentence. X-Men ruling the world with flowers.
Yeah.
That's X-Men today.
I guess I don't want to see flowers then.
Well, it's that they're flowers that they can grow in Krakoa. It cures cancers, disease, and all America, the world, Europe, Africa. All they have to do is just say, Krakoa is now the 8th continent. It is a new nation, and we will recognize it. We will give it its autonomy. And if you don't, you are our enemies, and you will get none of these helpful drugs for the people. So one by one, they'll just say, hey, yeah, you can do whatever you want. We'll leave you alone. And it's what the X-Men always wanted, and it's because of flowers. But now all the bad guys that were ever mutants are now part of Xavier's team, including Magneto. And if you die, you have, they call him Egg. He was Gold Balls. He'll grow a ball, and then one of them will inseminate it with your last backed up copy of your mind, and hey, you're back again.
Sorry, my computer
again. Hey, Lady Fantastic.
Eventually, I'll read House and Powers, but I just need to really motivate myself to. Because I know I love Hickman. I do love Hickman's writing style. I just ain't been fond of the X-Men.
Well, if I can interject, I'm a huge X-Men fan, of course, and I can understand exactly where you're coming from. I was disgusted at one point with the direction of the X-Men. I'm sure you've seen shows of me and Larry and Matt talking about it, the whole 9 yards. But I will say, I was excited after I read House of X and Powers of 10. I was excited because it actually went into a different direction that we've not seen the X-Men go on the level that they're going. Of course, they had Utopia back in the older series in San Francisco, but this is taking the whole Utopia thing and ramping it up by 50. They're not playing any games. They're like, y'all are going to recognize us just like Rob said or else. But then on top of that, there's a whole bunch of underlying themes going on. And it's important when you read House of X and Powers of X, Hickman lays down, what's up, Jeff? Hickman lays down some groundwork in reference to certain characters. Mystique is one, Destiny is one, and it puts it in a position where you could tell just by reading those stories and going into the main X-Men book that there is going to be some stuff that's going to happen that's going to actually shake the foundations of what they got going on now. So, I mean, to me, it's really good. I mean, the new X-Men book hadn't come out yet, but man, I'm really excited now. I've dropped a couple of the titles.
Did you get the free comic book day one?
I did not. I need to contact my LCS because Matt oh God, Will didn't get it because I asked him. So I got to check with my LCS to see if they got it. So I'll get it from them. Because that book right there actually leads into Ten of Swords. It's some kind of big event that's supposed to be coming up soon. So,
got Marvel in their events.
Did you say sword? SWORD?
Sword.
Did you say
Swords?
Yeah, it's like the space version of Shield.
No, well, no, this one is actually supposed to be some kind of crossover. I can't remember. I think the Avengers is going to be part of this crossover. It's the X-Men and the Avengers, but it's called Ten of Swords. It's supposed to be coming out later on. The summer.
I've got the four issue miniseries of Sword. I love it.
Abigail Brand.
This was
Sweet.
it said this was you talking about.
Yeah, Ten of Swords.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll have to get that.
Hey, Sean, is there a reason this is hot?
Oh,
Yeah, Mister. I got other stuff besides the Vampirella.
Pretty much. Sean, you remember the story behind this book?
didn't you? Did you win it?
No. You remember the Ryan Stegman signature? We would have met that day if you didn't leave, because I was in the Stegman line for that a whole day. You remember?
That was that. Yeah, Orlando Touring Comic Con.
Yeah. For this one signature, it took us almost a whole day just to get it. Just that Ryan Stegman signature.
That's 3 signatures on there, right?
No, there's 2. Just Kate's and Ryan Stegman.
Yeah.
I met ship that off so quick.
I met Kate, but I didn't see Stegman because he was late that day.
Yep. I know there's a reason why, but I thought I'd show it off.
Well, it's a big book, though.
There's a comic toys con today here somewhere, Jeff.
Yeah.
St. Pete, maybe.
Yeah, either St. Pete or Clearwater, something like that.
Yeah, they still. I know they said they're still having it.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we lost Lady again.
What happened?
We lost Lady again.
Yeah.
Yes. He's having
Southern Comic Geek, I know, is going to a show in Alabama today because Alabama has screwy leadership. So hopefully people are layered up and taking care and they stay safe.
Probably ain't gonna be that many people in Alabama unless they're in Montgomery or something. Or some big city.
If I'm going to risk my life, because at 41, it's not like my governor going, hey, if you're in good shape, you're unlikely to get it. Asshole, I saw some dude that was on South Beach, this jacked guy, go from like huge muscles to wasting away after about 3 months because he got it. Like, if I'm going to a comic show, that better be worth it.
Yep.
Hey, they better be giving out free giant size X-Men.
Damn right.
You
Hey guys, look at this.
Shining Batman.
What is up with this Batman suit?
Shining Knight Batman.
That's Image Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He don't look happy under the mask.
Or Diamond Out Batman. It looks like pieces of them are like diamond or something.
It's like neon light Batman, man.
Yeah.
Like how can you be the Dark Knight and you all bright and shit with this bright blue color?
The light night.
Like
if you look right pretty or if you smiled.
Cyborg Batman.
Oh Lord.
It looks like Cyborg.
I'm probably done with Batman after issue 100. I'm just sticking around to issue 100 and then I'm done.
You know, they have a tendency to always do that, man. They'll go through these runs and then they'll make a drastic change to Batman. You know, or it's like when they did Superman with the what they do with his eyes? They changed it to
yeah, he had that that solar flare thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah,
Sean, watch you drop it at 100 and 102 or 101 is going to be the one that's worth something.
I don't care, man.
I know, I'm just messing around. I'm messing around with you though. But that's what happened with Thanos. I dropped it at 10 and then freaking 13 and 12 were the ones that are worth anything.
Yeah, I remember saying, who cares what Thanos' real first name is? Dion? That sounds stupid. Cosmic Ghost Rider? No one gave a crap about Ghost Rider before. Wrong.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Fresh Princess.
Yeah.
you gonna do that all the time you see your name, right?
Every time I see her,
Oh,
she says she celebrates year round. I'm gonna make that happen.
Techno Night Batman. Yeah, like I said, I remember in New 52 when they made Jim Gordon Batman in the Robo Bunny Batman suit.
Yes.
Mhm,
It looked
mhm.
like Pat Labor Batman.
Robo
was-
Bunny.
It's like you said, they tend to change. But it was just a few years before New 52 where Dick Grayson was Batman. You know, and Bruce Wayne was living in the past and had to make his way back in the future. I'm like, they always
Batman
make
is
these
just
changes.
like Marvel Spider-Man. They need to change the outfit so they can make more toys.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't
And
want
we'll
that.
always go back to the original outfit, but you want that alternate version because you're a collector. At least so they hope.
I hope you're a completionist.
Ugh.
Yeah.
My completionist is for me to get a Batman 121, not another toy.
Yeah.
That's some crazy stuff there.
So is there any context behind that photo of Batman? Is he supposed to like armor up for the Joker Wars or something?
Or this dark metal or something.
Well, I know issue 100 is supposed to be the conclusion of the Joker War, but if the Joker pushes him to create a costume like that, then yeah, Joker must have done some real messed up stuff to say I need to create this neon light bat suit, you know, or something. Because I'm not feeling that as a suit going forward. It ain't gonna last long. Because like we said, stuff they only create these new costumes or new personas temporarily. You know, eventually people are gonna say we want the old costume back, and they'll bring the old costume back with a little redesign in it.
Yeah, even our favorite outfits have always gone back. Like the black Spider-Man outfit. Originally, people hated it, and then they started to like it. But by that time, when people finally started liking it, Marvel still had it in their head that, oh, people hate this shit. Let's change it into Venom. And how did we get Venom? Because Todd McFarlane just refused to draw the black outfit anymore. So he's like, okay, this is my way of writing it out.
And now people love Venom. Ironic.
Speaking of which, what are y'all thoughts on the whole the craze now with Venom? The what book is that you posted it? Was that you that posted it, Matt? The one that's fetching like $500-$600 now. I can't remember which one. The third.
Jeff just showed it.
Yeah. This one.
No, not that one. It's another one. I think
third,
it's like
third.
Oh, issue 3,
The
third
one that
print.
looks similar to this.
yeah, that one. The third print.
Yeah, but this is the fifth one, but the third one where he's sitting like that, that one's worth a lot.
Yeah.
$300 now plus.
Yep.
So what?
Because his supposed he's coming in August with what Donnie and freaking Ryan say. And that's why the books go shooting up in the first place, is because Ryan and Donnie says so. He's coming in August. That's the only reason.
Right, but what are y'all thoughts on the fact that a modern age book is that much?
I'm trying to
Thank
sell
you.
mine as soon as I can grade it. I'm selling it.
I think
So I
most
can get
people
what
that
Rob
have the
said,
book
a
are
121
sentiment.
Spider-Man.
Thank you.
Yeah, I will
If
sell
you
it.
don't have it, God damn it!
Right.
That's
Yeah.
too much to say.
And then plus that's why I call it anything Donnie touches is gold pretty much for right now.
Seems
So-
like he has his hands in everything. He takes an older character that people
Midas
forgot
touch.
about, and now they want to fucking go and buy the old book and skyrocket that.
So speaking of something,
Why won't they just
everybody has
skyrocket
to
once we
jump
got
on
10 of them, Sean?
Yardman.
store number 5, second print. You can go ahead and order that now. It's before final order cutoff. That's going to have the first cover appearance of the Black Winter. Second print.
Yeah.
Which book, Rob? Thor, was it 5?
Thor, issue number 5. The current title is second print.
Second print. Yeah, because I was wondering who it was and what he looked like.
It looks like, I don't know, it looks like a hentai with the tendrils and stuff. That's Black Winter, a smoke cloud.
Okay. All right.
Yep, that's Rob's kid thing, Robert's thing, with tentacles and stuff. This is another book for your AOK, Sean.
Oh, Jeff comes just showing Vampirella.
No, but I'm saying your AOK is getting a little bigger again, and with a couple more vampy books.
Yeah,
I thought you might like this Cohen, so I got I got 2 copies there. So
I've seen that. I like that cover a little bit more than the Perillo one.
yeah, but I like this one better than the one issue 11. Issue 11 looks a little funny, and the next issue after that one she did, the face looks a little funny. This one is the only one that looks decent.
Hey, Sean, look what I picked up today. I think Owl liked this too.
Oh yeah.
A Flash Gordon blank, man. It could be anything on this thing, man.
Flash.
Yeah, that's all I could think about when that happened, Rob, was Flash.
Man, I was been on IG posting all the old cartoons, man. It had me like, damn, Thunder the Barbarian and that's what the fuck was that cartoon with the kid turning Teen Race or something like that?
Turbo Team.
Turbo Team. I was like, oh god. Well, I didn't watch that.
You know, sometimes, man, I get up in the morning and I think about how it used to be. I mean, you know, y'all know we get up in the morning and eat cereal, depending upon where you live, maybe oatmeal,
Or
you know. And you know, you turn on the TV and start watching cartoons. And kids are deprived now. You know, they got iPods and Apple Watches and stuff, but you know, they didn't have the Smurfs, you know. I was feeling kind of nostalgic this morning. I'm like, man, let me just post some cartoon intros and stuff. So, you know,
I love it, man.
Yeah,
I love
man.
it. It's a nostalgia trip.
What's that website like 80s Retro or retro.com? And you can get to see all those intros and closings from all those 80s shows that we loved back in the day. He-Man, She-Ra, Voltron, Transformers, G.I. Joe, Mask.
Hey, speaking of G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe.
Is that Zek?
Yep.
Nice.
Same with this one. I picked these up today.
Nice.
Stone Shadow.
Yeah, I actually got this one, Sean. Last time we all saw me at the store, this one I got. Hope y'all can see it too louder. But, that first out of Apple, it's $25, man. I was like, oh yeah, I'll take that. I didn't know what he had. I was like, I definitely take that, man. I think I saw it trending for like 200 something like that.
Yeah, that's another book on the hot list.
I okayed that one to my brother-in-law.
Real fantastic. Got my copy.
Now, the green variant is actually lesser print of the green one. So if you find the green one, grab that. You probably get that.
Shoot, I'm lucky if I ever
Much lower
find one. I looked today for that same book, Matt. I went through them hours. I got the 1, 2 variants. Dude,
Yep.
3's empty.
Yep, that green one is hard to come by, man. I actually got one a while back. A guy on the forum I was in was talking about it, and I just so happened to get on eBay and a guy was selling one for like $2. And I was like, yeah, I'll snatch it.
Look, I'm gonna do something better for Sanimation. Look, I'm not showing a book cover now.
Oh man.
That's badass right there.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Biggie Shaq in the house.
What's up, man?
What's going on, bro?
I'm heading to my shop. I called him yesterday, like 5 till closing, and asked if they got my Venom because it was like a day later than New Comic Book Day. And she says, "Yeah, I got it." I was like, well, "Shit, I can't get it right now, so I'll come and get it as soon as I get up." But I might get an extra copy.
You know who wanted one? Biggie was Funk Ralph. I don't think he was able to
Yeah,
get
no,
one.
I know. Me and Geeks were talking about that because I asked Geeks if he had any extra, and he said Funk asked me first. So I got Funk for him, but he told me to go to Jaguar, and I just never did it because I wasn't sure if I was getting mine or not. But Funk's getting one, bro.
Awesome, because I had Jeff pick me one up, and I tried to get him to get two, but he could only get one.
Yep.
I guess Jaguar has a stash shop, but it's probably gone.
All I know is I walked in to get this. I got the Venom from Jeff, and we went to his LCS today, and I didn't have this, and his boy just handed me this one. Said, "Oh, you can have this one." Yeah,
Yeah.
he handed me
Yep.
that.
That's what you guys missed out on at Nerd Out. When you guys don't come to Nerd Out.
Sean, where we went when you came.
When you guys don't hit up Nerd Out.
Boy just said, "Hey man, this just walked in the door. Guy just traded these books in."
Yeah.
He said, I said, "Shit, that's awesome."
He does that. The guy he's talking about does it all the time. He'll walk up in there. He goes, "Yeah, I don't feel like reading these anymore." And hands are all a donor a whole bunch. He goes, he looks through it. He goes, "All right."
Yes, please.
Yes. I
Pretty
said,
much.
I shall take that. And he said, "That one's an A-OK. That one's free." I said, "Damn, that was the best book I had in the lot." And I got that one for free. That was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I was able to score this yesterday.
Oh yeah. I saw you posted it.
Cool.
I still don't
Nice.
got that one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I picked up a
Like
couple
$10.
hip hop.
I was like, got a couple hip hop variants, man.
Yeah, I picked up.
Suckers getting hot,
that
man.
store had a lot of them, Sean. They had this one.
Damn, why you ain't let me know?
I didn't know either. Then Jeff's like, "Hey man, look through these variant boxes. They got a lot of those." Had this one.
I already knew. I had a feeling they did. So I'm like, go through, look, see if you
And then
can
they had
find it.
this one. They had a bunch more I didn't have, but
Oh man, that
That
critical
one.
beatdown.
Yeah, I got that.
so they had. So I got all those.
John, send me pictures of the ones you want. I'll go looking through that box to
Yeah,
tomorrow.
man, they got a bunch of them, Sean.
Yeah, send me pictures that the ones you want, and I'll see if they have them in that box.
Grab every one of them, Jeff, dude. What are you talking about, bro?
All right.
Biggie will take them all.
Yeah, what do you
Alright.
mean?
No, but
There's a.
Just grab the whole box.
Yeah, if they're full of hip hop variants, Jeff, you grab every single one, bro.
Dude,
All right.
they got a bunch. He's got doubles of a bunch of them, man.
People will trade you and buy the shit out of those.
all right.
He did not have the Miles Morales. Don't worry, I would have.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
Immediately.
Probably would have had that on the wall.
I finally saw my favorite hip hop variant. Of course, I like the Biggie Ant-Man one the most, but that Doctor Strange Chronic one, dude, that shit's.
Oh yeah.
That shit.
Damn,
is
I might have that one, Biggie. I'm not sure. I
Yeah,
have
I
to
like
look.
that one.
I have to look through my. I got a bunch of Doctor Strange books.
Sweet. Them hip hop variants are just
They
going up in
hey,
prices. Yeah.
See, I didn't even know they were hip hop variants. I just like the style that they're in. You know, that top. You know, and then I was like, damn, man, I couldn't believe how many hip hop variants there was.
They release a
I thought
lot.
it was a throwback to those 70s variants with like the borders
Yeah,
around.
because of this here, I was like, man, they're almost all like that. So
Shop's got a bunch of them when they came out, and I'm glad that they're now blowing up.
they're pretty good. I like the covers.
Yeah. Get rid of their back issues if they still have a bunch of.
They're probably like, thanks, Comic Town.
Yep. Pretty much.
Here's a homage cover that one of my favorite movies.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I go. Sean's probably gonna pick it up.
Oh, you know it, man.
Yeah.
New Jack City.
Yep.
Oh, New Jack City.
Hallelujah.
Bitterroot and Excellence been killing it on the movie homage covers. What's up, Raul?
She should get his butt in here. We can fit 10 people in here now.
Your box already got here. I told you to get here today.
Somebody gifted me this because I won some contest because I subscribed to them as their 100th subscriber. So I haven't read it yet, but everyone tells me it's great. So last night I went Well, I ordered the whole rest of the series, another issue #1, so I guess I'll give this away for my 500 subs myself.
I showed that cover to Hialeah. That's funny when it first came out.
I ordered the whole series for $30 last night off eBay, all first prints. I'm like, well, I'll give away this one later on.
Hey Matt, what do you collect? What's your favorite?
Okay. That's how you get a second print of that Thor #5.
Yes.
It's not out yet.
But what you said again, Steve, to Matt?
Yeah, I wanted to hear what Matt likes and what's his favorite and all that.
Well, I kind of it really just varies, man. Since I do a lot of collecting, but I tell you what, I do like to grab a lot of Silver Age.
I'll take a third print.
If I can find them, which is normally why I'm bummed out because the conventions. Because normally we go to Atlanta Comic Con. There's just a couple of guys there that have those books, man, for like little or nothing. Like last year we went and this one guy was selling this about everything you could think of for half off. And so I tend to load up. Like last year I loaded up so bad I had to get an extra bag at the convention to get the books to come out of there with. But typically if I get Silver Age books, man, because when I collect, I like to collect for long term. But like Al brought up earlier, some of these modern books, man, it's just outrageous. And it's kind of a gamble because you have to kind of figure out, like Null is what I call the perfect storm, because you've got a character that everybody likes, you've got a villain that's important, and you got a first appearance, all like wrapped up into one.
And the writer everybody likes.
The perfect storm. Yeah, it's kind of like when they went back and did what's this Hulk series? What's the Hulk they just? What's this Hulk?
Immortal Hulk.
Immortal Hulk.
Yeah. You know, Immortal Hulk was the perfect storm. You got a good writer, you're revisiting the character that's relatively popular, good storyline, and you got first appearances in there. And
exactly.
You know, so when you see that, then you know that's the recipe for a good a book that's gonna go up in value. And I was gonna mention this too, is that people collecting Noah. What about you got Anti-Venom? You got the first host, Venom first host.
Yep.
Yeah.
With them, with Sony, we know that they're gonna milk this Venom thing for what it's worth. Those books are gonna probably on the up. So if you see them in Buck Bins, man, if you see those books in half off boxes, you know, snag them, man, because they're gonna eventually go up. But a lot of it, when you're dealing with newer books, exactly right there, bingo.
Exactly.
Yep,
Rob, the book on that hand right there is a perfect example of what Matt just said.
You're going to see those books, man. Those books are going to tend to go up.
It's all about the low print run.
Yep.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Tell them about the dude that was trying to sell the Lethal Protector a while back.
Oh, so we were at the Comic Con.
Funny
We talking about the Comic Con right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy was trying to sell Venom Lethal Protector for like $500-$600 or something like that. And I was like, are you serious? and I said, surely this must be signed. And it was.
Got to be double signed. Slab 9.8 for that price.
Yeah, signed.
It was the raw book.
Raw gold.
Steve, this is like, that's the book. We talk about this on the panel all the time. That's the book that, like, if you're just starting out the collection and you're like, hey man, what kind of books you got? And you're like, hey man, I got Venom Lethal Protector. Oh, okay. You know, it's kind of like somebody telling you, you know, hey man, what you got, man? And then they tell you, oh man, you know, I got X-Men 164. And you're like, oh, you know, kind of like, okay. But
that's like them saying, Matt, I got Turok 1.
Turok 1, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I have 40 copies of Turok #1 and Bloodshot #1.
Yes.
Hey, you got some Turok, don't you, man?
Yeah, I got Turok, man. But you know what, man?
I got it too. Everybody's got it.
The thing with those Valiant books, or you have to get the error printings. That's the trick. You got to find the error prints. And if you can find like the pink variant and, you know,
the white background or black background,
the poster inside, you know, stuff like that, then yeah, you know, you can do some things. But most of that stuff is, so the heavy print run on it really damages a lot of those early Valiant books. Now, one Valiant book that I have seen that just consistently goes high, and that's what is his name, man? Lordy, is it not Exo Man War? What is the other?
Right.
Solar.
Oh,
Solar
Solar.
Man of the
Solar
Eye.
tends to kind of be on the up, and it all depends on kind of where you see it at. I've seen it relatively high, and I've seen it kind of mid range, but that's a book that typically still holds its value. So, but in those value books, man, I always tell people, you see those, grab them. You know, you can send me $0.25, $1.
Here's a perfect example, Matt.
Bingo.
Venom 1.
Venom 1. Yep.
Then this one, a little less printed.
Yep. Print runs,
And
man.
I'm missing the orange one, but I do have the pink one.
Yep. He's right. That was one of the things.
That's that example that he's just talking about right there. I need that orange one to complete it. I'll get it eventually.
What I started doing.
What's up, bro?
What's up, guys? What's up?
What I started doing within the last year is what Steve started doing. I started noticing print runs on books because now that they put them out, you kind of know exactly if you're trying to collect it, you know, to get a book for collection purposes. So, but yeah, modern books, man. If you can find like those hip hop variants, like you alluded to, man, those books, me and Al, we would just go get them out of butt bins for nothing. We would just collect them for nostalgia purposes.
Yeah, they look nice though. They have nice.
It was good artwork. It was good artwork.
All nice.
Yeah, and so I look up a couple of weeks ago, and Larry, who's on our show, he's like, "Hey man, anybody notice this Miles Morales?" And we saw the price, and we're like, "What?"
Yeah, that's like $250 raw right now.
And I was like,
more.
We all got that. Right? You know.
Yeah.
Hey, it's funny, man. I love Miles Morales, so I have a lot of his books, thank goodness. But of all the books, I A-OK my Ultimate Fallout 4 away.
You know, I did a top 5.
Sword across the pond to McD, to Comic Geek McD, my boy. I had to give it to him. He loved that book.
But you know what, Steve? That book.
Oh, if he thought that getting that New Mutants 98 was big, wait till he gets that.
Oh, he already got it. He's got it. I already sent it. He's got that.
You know,
yeah, he loved it.
But I don't think we're going to get a reaction video from him because when he got that New Mutants 98, whoa, that was just one of the best AOK reaction videos.
Dude, yeah, I watched that all that, man. I was like,
that was so genuine.
The best.
Hey, I'm getting my fucking New Mutants 98. I'm tired of new of what's his name being the best Deadpool fan. I'm the Deadpool fan.
Yeah.
Hey man.
Bump Comic McD. I'm the Deadpool fan.
You know, the funny thing is that Miles Morales, that book had tapered off. It tapered off for a little. It kind of dipped for about a year. Because I did a spec list, and that was.
I've been buying Deadpool for the last 3 years, bro. Consistent.
You know what? New Mutants 98 is another book. You know, Al, sitting here thinking about it, that's another book that's gonna see that a swing around bounce. You know, y'all remember about 3 years ago how high that book was.
Mm-hmm.
So you know that once Marvel puts their hands on it, it's gonna be out of the.
Yep, it's gonna be out. It's gonna go out where you can't get it.
I'll challenge Comic Book McD right now to a Deadpool challenge, brother. I'll put it out there, man. I'm tired of that.
Yep. But you know, the books like that, man, they swing down, and if you can catch them swinging them going back up like that Ultimate Fallout.
Exactly. You got to catch them, man, at that bottom and go.
Yep.
This is on the cold list, but you know it's coming back.
That's like Miss Marvel. It's like Al. We were talking about this on the phone yesterday. You talking about Avenging Spider-Man. That book was out of the roof 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We found it in me and Larry find 5 of them in the
How
dollar.
many? Yeah, 5 of them. I remember that video.
In Savannah.
In the dollar bin. And so if you can find those books,
it's a party. I had to jump on because it looked like it's a party, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
party, man.
it is.
It's a bash.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Just without the beach.
But yeah, man, a lot of this stuff, man, is all about timing. A lot of it is about timing.
Exactly. That's why it's good to have them if you think they might get, to have them graded. Because if you get them at the right time and they get hot,
yeah.
Goodbye.
Al did an awesome list last week on the channel. He did a list. I don't know if you see it, Sean. You saw it?
Yeah.
Yeah, X-Men list, man. And he has some books on there. And he brought up a really good point about X-Men 94. And I had never thought about that until Al brought it up, was that a lot of people are not going to be able to afford giant size X-Men. So, well, what's the next best thing? X-Men 94.
Yep.
You know, and
Hey, I
then
got that big suit.
yep. And then, I didn't even know until he said that.
That's Rob went and grabbed it.
Rob got one for damn sure. I had one. I
But I don't have a
that on me no more,
GSX1.
boy. I got that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Hey, the closest I got to it is 95.
Hey, that's nice.
Yeah.
I need a 93 and 95 now.
You know, I've seen a lot now. Man, I'm telling you, if y'all get a chance next year, once we get out of this thing,
Look at Al went back in the goddamn time machine without me. I knew you would.
but, yeah, man.
I'm sorry, Steve.
Yeah, that's all right. Hey, I couldn't fault you if you went and got that book or X-Men Giant Size X-Men.
Oh, and this Hialeah.
Yeah, he's got a banger.
He probably has the best condition copy of all of
Look
us.
at that, seven, bro. The gold label. Oh my God, I'm jealous, bro. Look at that. Beautiful.
Yeah, I mean that books like that, man, tried and true. I was listening to
tried and true for sure. Those are the ones I want.
X-Men 101. Al got that book for $40. I was with him when he got it for $40. Well, he would put it on now.
I just bought my earliest X-Men 12. It's on the way.
Hey, you know I'm going in the
$40.
Oh, yep.
Yep.
Okay,
I don't care
got that one, but I got this one.
Yeah,
I got this.
Yep. $40.
I got this for like $10 back in the day.
Super Lucha.
I got this back from Great.
I got this for like $10 back in the day.
Highway robbery, man.
Shit, you paid $20 for your giant size.
I got mine for
No, I paid $20 for my 181.
Wow. But yeah, man, I'm telling you, books like that, they tend to they kind of go up. I'll give you another one, Al.
Man, I'm coming to your house, Hialeah, right now.
You know what, man? I'm
a
doing
little collection, a little
I just
repo.
want a
I'm gonna be the repo man.
Yo, does Stone Cold have 94?
I gave it away. I gave it to Bueller.
We gotta get Stone Cold 94, bro.
Man, that's all right, man. You worried about it? I'll get it.
Hey,
I've had it, and it came in it went.
Yeah, if you want to know another book that if y'all can find it, if you can find it at a good price, this is a book I guarantee it's probably gonna go up. If y'all can find the Avengers 8, what is it, Avengers 8? What's Kang the Conqueror? Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, Avengers 8, Kang the Conqueror.
Yeah, if you can grab that, man, because you have to think about it, man. The way that Marvel's going, he's gonna show up at some point in the Avengers
Yeah, he thinks just like 90, don't he, Hialeah?
Yeah.
Imagine doing the same thing Hialeah does.
Yeah, you have to kind of like look, think ahead, because do a process of elimination of who they've already brought on, and then look at who's all still sitting out there.
Yep.
And he falls right in that category of people that is probably going to at some point show up, even if it's a small cameo. You know
who he's going to be played by, though, right?
Oh no, I don't.
So they're thinking about casting the guy from I can't remember his name. It's like Esposito. He played Gus Fring in.
Oh yeah, you're talking. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I need that one, Dusty. I need that one. I'm gonna pull that
he's
one out.
Perfect for that, Rob. Perfect.
Yes, he
I
would.
love that dude, man. He's got that serious side, but there's a little sinister to him if you really look at him. He's good.
He would be a perfect Franklin Richards. Immortus. Kang.
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
I think I saw Kane the Conqueror last night. I saw it. It was already at 75. Ooh.
Damn! Look at that. Look at Al. Al straight knocked me out. I can't even finish the match. Damn! Damn!
Hey.
FF20 is another good one because that's the first Ramatut.
Yeah. What you call it too? 49.
Nice.
Another one.
That's that Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, that's that hip hop. Barry, look at that top.
Hold on just a second.
Look at Revo the hip hop.
See, I tend to gravitate towards the albums that I know of, like any of the modern ones that I'm not familiar with. I kind of pass them by.
I got this one for you.
Oh, that's the best one there is right there. I don't know if I have it, Remo. I'm not sure if I have it. I don't think I do. I wouldn't probably remember that one.
You got.
But I didn't remember. I didn't know it was hip hop. Maybe is the only
Run
thing.
DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC.
Of course. You know that. You know your boy on the left is tricky. Right?
Awesome.
Hey, Sean. Remo got his package finally. It took like a month to ship over there.
Hold up there. There you go.
Nice.
Oh, nice, Biggs.
I gotta go pick mine up.
Yeah, they had my pool. I almost got two of them, but I saw another one on the counter, and the guy was standing there. I asked him, I was like, "Do you pool Venom?" He's like, "Yeah, I got them all." I'm like, "Yeah, okay, motherfucker. I'm sure you do."
I'm out. He has a big stack under the counter.
Hey, Hialeah, he's going Monday too. Your boy's coming back just to get your books. Lenny said, "I'll come back and get Hialeah's books Monday."
Oh, okay. You're talking about Lenny?
Lenny, yeah. Lenny said he'll come back and get your books and press them.
Oh, you did? You saw him today?
Yeah, I saw him today, this morning. Me and Jeff seen him this morning.
Okay, cool. All right. My box is there already.
Did y'all know that Super Lucha is selling books on eBay? Am I the only one that knows that?
Yeah, I've been calling him and telling the man to lower his prices, and he won't listen.
I ain't selling anything major. Actually, all that box that Steve has is stuff to get graded to maybe sell.
Hialeah's doing the same thing. We're all in the same little goat. We're gonna sell some stuff to get these Silver Age while all these moderns are hot.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it, man.
It is.
Sell those hot modern books just to get Silver Age books. You know?
Yeah, dude, I'm tempted to sell that Venom 3, bro, but I just can't do it, man.
You mean this one?
You got it too? Yeah, bro. I would sell it, but I don't know, man.
Let me go open Lucha's box. Let's see if there's a Venom 3 in there.
You want to open it up? Open it up. Show him what I sent. You can open
let's
it
see.
up.
Hey, yeah, let's do a Lucha unboxing because he told me, but I already forgot.
Yeah,
you know I like to open shit.
Of modern books I want, and it's like Thor: God of Thunder and Adam: The Legend of Blue Marvel.
Oh,
tell him about Hobby, Raul. What Hobby?
Hobby got that Blue Marvel one in a lot that he bought.
Yeah,
it was like I don't know a ton of books, and he saw that was in there, and he got it for an amazing price,
like $20.
Yeah,
like he always does.
If you average all the books, it came out like the 25 cents that he paid for it, something like that.
Like I said, Hobby's always getting good deals.
The print run on that one book is extremely low.
It's crazy.
13, 14,000. Yeah.
And that's low for a modern one.
I'll tell you, the only book I regret selling was Thor 229, the Wolverine ad.
You could get that again, though, Biggie.
I can get another one of those. You're right.
Yeah, you could get that one. You could get that one back.
All right, guys. I'm doing a Lucha unboxing for pressing and grading.
There we go.
Here we go. I'm getting
This is kind of weird, bro.
Yeah.
My books.
This is pressing. Interesting.
He's looking at my books.
Hey, still fun.
Now these are just suppressants, right?
Press and grade.
Okay, so these are graded books.
They're gonna get graded.
Press
Okay.
and grade them.
Yeah, after he presses them, then I'm sending him Monday. I mean, he goes back twice this week, so man, things are working out for Raul.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Second print. First
Second.
cover appearance of Riri.
Yep. Another one.
Third print.
First print. Oh, no. Third print.
I think it's one's a second and one's a 3.
Second
Yeah,
has
this is the
the
second.
picture of Riri. The third has that blue on the top.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not?
Okay, man. This is the effing book that's killing me.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Damn it. Of all
I'm
books,
still
that's
thinking
when I
Black
couldn't get none of those that week.
That Daredevil.
That Daredevil.
Yeah, hell yeah, that's a banger, bro. That's a good
Yep.
book.
God dang it, man! I tried to get this today, man.
Oh, nice.
I tried to get that today.
Yo, the ink's still wet on every one of those.
I see Riri Williams. I was going. As a matter of fact, I picked up one. If y'all can find this one, man. If y'all can find this variant, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah,
That's the one with the lady in Philadelphia that owned that shop.
Amalgam Comics.
Yeah,
Yep.
Amalgam Comics.
Yeah.
Cool, never seen that one.
I
Okay.
ain't even never seen that.
Me neither.
Super hard to find.
You have to actually go to her. Yeah.
Get it from her store.
Mm-hmm.
You send it in one more time, you get a 9.8.
Another big book.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Al. I appreciate that too.
Hey, no problem.
And then this one is hot.
Oh my god.
You're lucky,
Oh,
man.
wait, what's Remo showing?
Oh, that's a good one. That's the Scotty Young one.
Yeah.
That's number one.
And what's that one? Oh, Usagi.
Yeah. And then Sean, I got something special for you, man. You brought G.I. Joe.
Oh boy.
Oh, nice.
That's
gonna be a
damn
hard run, bro.
Wow.
That's gonna be good stuff.
Hey, is that Ramjet or what is the robot tape from Transformers?
Yeah, that's what's his name for?
Nice.
What's his name from Soundwave?
And any cover with Baroness is awesome.
Oh snap! That's the first appearance.
Yep, first measure.
First Magic.
Yep.
Oh wow!
That's a big dog right there.
Probably can clean it up real nice. And
Pretend like y'all didn't even see this one.
Oh, nice, dude.
Oh yeah. Hey, you, Hialeah. Goat showed a picture. He's got 4 of those.
Crazy.
Wow.
They're all raw.
Hey, now Steve, you were talking earlier about books that just fell off the mark that you can go grab, man.
That's going to come back.
Yeah, here you go.
Absolutely, number 45. I already know which one you got to show.
Good.
That's going to come back. I got to get that.
Banger, Matt. Good
Yeah.
book.
Yeah, banger. That's going to come back for sure.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dude.
Oh, I like
There you go.
these books.
I love that classic
This is
Spider-Man.
the last one, and this is a banger.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
I'm looking for that.
That's a beautiful cover.
Yeah, man, that's an awesome cover.
It should be like a 4. I'm hoping for a 5 on that one.
Is that a nihilist on the front?
Yeah. Yeah, it's his first appearance.
Oh
Well,
wow!
I hope Lenny can pump it up to a 6 for you at least. You say 5. I hope Lenny can pump it up.
I want that book for the other first appearance in that book.
Franklin.
Yeah.
Dude, he's on like the last page as a baby. It's barely an appearance, man.
It's Franklin Richard.
It's barely I looked through it and I was like, that's it? That's the first, and he's just in a baby and the freaking somebody's carrying him. I forget who.
What is this? What is this again?
I can't see it. Oh, it's not showing nothing. I'm sorry.
I was just told I need to start cooking. So, Sean, thanks for having me on, guys.
Be good, Rob.
Be good, Rob. For real.
The last person I want to address is Biggie, because coming out of that store with the mask and how you sanitize, that's the way to do it. Everybody at home watching. Biggie.
Biggie's a magician, man. Biggie, just the way he did that, and he holds the cigarette and the mic and the book.
It always freaks me out with the damn cigarette, man.
Hey man, he's gonna do a video, Hialeah.
Multitask,
Open
man.
the box.
It's amazing.
Cigarette with one hand and hold a baby.
It's amazing.
No.
Oh, first Modoc.
Hey, everybody, I'll see y'all later.
Yeah.
Be good, Rob.
Good, Rob.
First Modoc.
And you know what was funny about these Tales of Suspenses, man? That nobody ever goes to the Tales of Suspenses. So a lot of times you can find these. They're just sitting in there.
Yep.
People go straight to either Iron Man or they go straight to Captain America.
Dude, that book should be worth way more than what it is, bro.
It's
I don't know
picking up
why.
now, bro. That book is picking up now.
It better, bro. That's a good fucking book, bro. I know. I think it should be just as high as Thanos and all that shit. In my mind.
I don't know about that.
It's good enough
I'm not comparing MODOK to Thanos, Biggie. I don't know about
bro,
that.
I'm saying it's old enough. It's a good enough character. I don't know. Who else can I compare him to?
Annihilus.
Somebody worse?
Annihilus.
Annihilus? Yeah, I mean, that's about the same.
I do think MODOK is definitely a villain to spec on because of the whole aim and.
Not only that though, but you know the new Avengers game that's coming out in a couple of months. He's the main villain in that game.
I ain't got no one.
Ooh.
Damn!
This is a slept on book, man.
Hey, that's the long-term spec you're talking about.
Yeah,
right
this
there.
is it right here. This is slept on.
I don't sell shit like that.
Yeah, people grab people are going after 48, man, and 48 just out of range. But he's right here on the cover on this one. So of course this one is probably gonna come right up behind it.
That's a better cover too.
Exactly. I like this cover, but not like 48.
Yeah.
48 is just the Watcher with his sandals on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the sandals on.
Birkenstock.
You know, with them talking about doing Green Lantern, you know, this is one for long term.
That's another one, man. That's a great one right there.
I'm after that one too.
Yeah.
I got this for the guy down in
Him and Kyle Rayner, both them two. What is it? Guy Gardner? Guy Gardner and him. Yeah,
Guy Gardner
and him.
Issue 56. That's a great book.
Yeah, those two.
Hey man, I just came back from the comic shop. You making me want to go back.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Do it, Sean. Do it.
I'm your conscience, Sean.
Yeah. Let me be on the other shoulder, Al. Do it. Do it, Sean. Spend all your money. You don't need to worry about rent. And
I did pick this up. This Amazing Spider-Man. Eric Lawson with the Sinister Six.
Sweet. Who drew that?
Eric Lawson.
Nice.
And I'm about to post on IG the book that he did on Savage Dragon. Now, how much this?
Oh shit, that would be cool.
Yep. Oversized issue this week of Savage Dragon, 250, I think.
Yeah. I should have grabbed one, bro. I didn't order it though.
Hey, Sean.
Yo.
So I received my package from Stone Cold Steve this week.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Got it with you?
Sure do.
Sure do.
There you go.
Oh, nice, Remo.
Yep.
Sweet.
Got his. Got the whole run. I think.
Wow.
Nice.
Yep.
I just sold my Punisher one, man. Dang it. Not that issue though. I got the other.
That issue right there, bro. With that one. Oh, dude.
I got in trouble at school for bringing this one to school. She just saw this cover and she was like, "Oh my god!"
Dude, that is such an all-time great cover, bro.
Nice.
All of those are.
Yeah,
you got a story behind that one.
I feel like this has been at least 5 different Punisher covers.
Yeah, because it was the cover to the first issue of Punisher.
It feels like every time they put one out, it's this cover. It's something close to it.
Or something close to it. Yeah, the other one he's on the staircase, like he's on the fire escape.
I like that one, man.
Damn.
That red background, that one's sweet.
But he didn't stop there.
Oh.
Yeah, that's his.
If anything else is in there, Remo, it fell in the box accidentally.
Hey, I got one of those from Stone Cold too, I think.
Yeah, you did.
I did.
First appearance of Jubilee.
Oh, the first time Blade meets Morpheus.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah. Great book.
Yeah, I knew that'd be a book that Remo would like.
And
that's a
California Blade special.
Oh,
bro, that shit is crazy.
Mic drop. Mic
Yeah,
drop.
that.
Oh,
that might
Hey,
be the best blend I
of
ever
all the
seen,
books I
dude.
got, that one was the hardest to get rid of. I was like, he ain't got a California blend. I gotta do it. I gotta send it.
yo, that is awesome, man.
Now I feel like I have a Warhol, you know?
You do, man, because man, she's been on fire lately. California blend's on fire.
Yeah.
Dude, that,
I got. It's like I got my California blend now. I'm part of the clique. You know what I mean?
Yep, you.
That's
is.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I
That's
told
awesome.
Nemo he was. I said he's part of the Florida boys, even though he's on the other side.
Yeah.
I told him I'm gonna have to adopt Javi while he's here. You know?
Yeah, he's gonna kidnap Javi and keep him. I said no, don't keep him. We need Javi back. Javi's a hunter.
Matt, what you holding up there?
Once Matt got something special in his hand, don't
That's
he?
the first Shuma Corral. Nobody even thinks even thinks about picking this up, man. It's
Man, I hated that bastard in the X-Men versus Street Fighter games.
he was aggravated. He was aggravated. And then, of course,
I've seen that one before.
America Chavez, first appearance of America Chavez. I was trying to find Sword Mariner, but I couldn't find it. I don't know where I put it, but that's a book that Al will tell you. I was talking about Sword Mariner last year, man, and it eventually, when that talk started happening, that book kind of, it took off. But a lot of people don't pick up the. I want to say it's Tales of Suspense. There's a book that preludes Sword Mariner #1 that has him and Iron Man on the cover, and that's the one.
That's the one shot.
The one shot here.
Damn, I
Yep,
got
yep.
it somewhere by me. I don't know where.
Hey, I gotta go get some groceries. I'll holler at y'all. Thanks, Puff.
All
No
right,
problem,
bro.
Hey,
man.
man.
See you later.
Later,
See you
guys.
later, Diggy.
So I don't know if I showed this one. I got this from my my wife's cousin. Sold it to me for a good price. Not a.
Yeah, that's when Black Panther fought the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, it's a decent copy. I don't have
For a
one,
buck.
so
Yeah, the clan.
I don't know.
So you see what's animation dropped in here, right?
I'm missing one, so I gotta get one more. I have all three.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I'm
need the
reading
next
it.
one after that too.
Yeah, I got these two. So
I would think so. I mean, they definitely. Everybody wants to see Rogue in the MCU. Like that's the number one, and we want to see Rogue done the right way. Because the Rogue in the X-Men movies was just lame, in my opinion.
Yeah.
She was kind of lame.
But
Yeah.
that's a book. That's a book that is always going for like 30 or 40 bucks. Slab.
I did.
Yeah. I can't remember what issue it is now, but it's not. What issue is that? See, what issue is that with the first appearance of Rogue?
Avengers Annual 10.
Yeah, that's it. Annual 10. It's just
Yeah,
like,
Annual 10.
I see that all the time. Nobody.
Yeah, I was fortunate to get my copy for a good price.
Yeah.
Cover's not that good, but it's still worth having.
This is the AR classic. The Micronauts.
Oh yeah.
Man, there's people on IG I know that love the Micronauts.
First appearance of Captain Universe. I mean, that you can typically find that at a decent price.
Let me show what I got too.
Oh, here we go, Al. This is the one. This is the one. Now,
what's that? The Living
Tribunal, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Al, we went to Origin Story Comics. They have, if you ever in Georgia, man, go over there, man. They have half off everything. And I think I got this book for like $20, something like that, maybe $20. Then Al actually got one for less than that. What was it, 57? What was it, 57? Oh, Al just stepped out. I think it was 57 Al got. Was it 57?
What, Heinz 57?
No, not Heinz 57.
Oh, my bad.
Tribunal.
I thought you were talking about steak sauce, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's steak sauce. I'm just cracking a joke. That's all. I wouldn't got disconnected, and when he came back on, I just heard 57, so I just went and roll with it. So
Dude, I'm an
yeah,
A1. I'm an
I got
A1.
that one. The first appearance of the Living Tribunal.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I got both of them. I got the cameo and the first appearance. So
Looks like Remo froze.
I was just talking. That was Cookie on the phone. I was just talking to Cookie. We're gonna meet up tomorrow, so we're gonna hit up a shop. So that'll be cool.
Awesome. You know what book I finally got today, and that's the Jason Douglas parallel.
Oh yeah, it's a good read.
Well, I don't know that one.
This is the one. Remember, I think Rod Justin Rican interviewed him on his shout out show.
Oh, I thought it was Cookie that interviewed him.
Cookie did one too, but Rod also interviewed him.
Oh, okay.
He did an episode with him, and I know he was promoting this book for months.
Yeah.
I was going to check it out. Support members in the community.
Yeah.
First appearance of Black Heart, another book that I think you could probably get in. It'll eventually pop up.
I got that for $5.
Yeah, I think I got this one for $3. Yeah, I got this one for $3 from the book nook.
Book nook.
Yeah, book nook, Al. It's been a rough 2020, man. We need to get to the book nook this year,
I'm run my LCS and grab my subscription.
Hey, Sean, I got two I'm gonna show off. One of them I already posted, but one I got today, or yesterday rather. I'm gonna show the one I already got, but most everybody's already seen this one.
Yeah.
First Banshee.
Yeah,
First
man.
Banshee.
Nice.
And then I got this one yesterday.
Nice.
Oh wow. You don't
This
say
one-
too much.
Two good ones.
What issue is that out?
86, but it's a reprint of 38.
Yeah.
And that one right there, with this one with 86, I have every issue from issue 81 up to 544 now.
Wow.
With the exception of Giant Size. I don't have that one still, but
That's a whale.
man, that's Leviathan, man. Huge.
Gotta love the Sinister Six, man.
Yep.
Right? Aren't they so cool, dude?
I mean, they done made Spider-Man miniature. I love this cover.
Spider-Man still wins.
Still wins.
they done made Spider-Man miniature. He playing miniature golf.
This was one of the new books that I picked up today. Bleed Them Dry.
Oh yeah, I saw it. I didn't pick it up though.
I want to give it a shot.
Yeah.
Pretty dope cover. And you gotta like the low key Batman logo.
What is
I read Murder Hobo. That Murder Hobo book.
And of course, if I got the facsimile, it's a 180 and 181. I have to get the 182 facsimile.
Yep.
This is the only way, to have all three.
That's the third appearance of Wolverine.
Yep, third appearance.
Yeah.
182.
People are snagging up 182s too now.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
People, I remember over the last year, people made an effort to try and get 180 because everybody was snatching up 180, and now that's been going up.
That book.
Yeah. 182, man. I'm surprised.
Because it's the third appearance of Wolverine. People want to just get the third appearance.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't Hialeah and Steve didn't you guys get one at Mega Cut? Didn't you guys, all three of you guys get like you, 90, and Steve get 3 copies of that?
Yeah.
Like 1 copy each?
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah, and mine was the only one that had the freaking Marvel value. Yeah, thanks for reminding me about that.
Hey, man.
The only reason I even remember it is the story behind it. That's the only reason I even remember.
Okay, man, it's all right.
Hey, Raul said, "Hey, did you guys check to see if you got Marvel value?" I said, "Damn, I damn sure didn't." So me and 90 opened them up at the same time. I said, "Mine's got mine," and then 90 said, "Mine's got mine." He said, "God damn!"
I'm a grill, man. I'm
I picked the bum.
Hey, Sean, I got my grill with me, man. I got the.
Oof! Wow.
Oof. Oh, you found that Ninja Turtles.
That's great.
What print is it, Matt?
First print.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah,
Matt, you better lock your doors.
Hey, this one is getting so good that only if somebody who knows me knows where to get it. I hear this thing so good now. It's not even with the collection.
Hey, I can see Matt come back with no fingers. I ain't tell him.
And he got that book from the same store that I got my X-Men #2.
Nice.
Yeah, they got our local comic book store owner, man. Sometimes he drives us up the wall, man, but most times, man, he really, when he gives us a deal, he really gives us a deal.
Yeah, but that's every shop we get, every local shop we go to, man.
Yeah,
It's like,
hey, man, that book he's talking about is a big time book, man.
yeah.
That was like a 3,000 print run on that book, man. It's nothing.
I think I paid $700 for it.
It's a great price.
Yeah,
Great price.
Yeah.
All right, Matt, I'll give you $750, bro. So just so you feel good. You're like,
yeah, man.
Damn, that was a hell of a price.
So that's your top tier grill.
Yeah, that's
in
it.
your collection.
Yes, that's it, man. That one I got 181 over there. That was another one. And then I saw, I think it was Steve, or it might have been Rob had the Batman, but he had the other Batman. He had the first appearance of Ra's al Ghul in the back. I've got the.
That's probably Rob. He's got all those.
Yeah, I got 227 up there. It's in. I got 227 last year. Was one of them because I'm a big fan of that art.
Yeah, Neil Adams.
Yeah, and if I can get giant size, I've got Tomb of Dracula. Let me think. I've got the first Ninja Turtle run 1 through 20. I got all of those. Trying to think what else, man. I wanted to get Tales of Suspense. First Swamp Thing.
Oof.
I could have got it. You know, I kind of kicked myself, but then I don't because I could have got it 2 years ago. Guy was selling a 6.5. He wanted 600 for it, but I passed on it, and I ended up getting Saga #1, and I got that. I got that signed with the certificate and everything. And so I said, well, I'll just get that. And I got 200 for it, and I ended up the same day. I ended up getting all of those Avengers Spider-Man 5. And that same day at that same shop, by the way, I actually ended up getting Ghost Rider. The guy sold me Ghost Rider for like $100. First appearance Ghost Rider for $100. So I think I made out pretty good.
Yeah, you made up pretty good.
Don't get them all, man. You can try though.
Like y'all got if y'all ever come down to Georgia, man, once this is over with, we can take out some places, man. Because we talk about this on the show a lot. People are like, "Oh man, all the comic book stores are closing up," and I'm like, "Where are y'all at, man?" Because I can take 10 or 12 right here in Georgia, right out the gate.
Yeah. I've only seen one shop down here close so far. One shop.
Mine's opening up a second shop. That's how much business they're getting.
We got three. We got three.
Yeah.
We won for the longest, and now we got three.
Yeah. I think a lot of these stores are closing, man, because they're not getting the support from the community. Because, like Matt said, we have three. I mean, Macon ain't bigger than a Big Mac box, but we got 3 comic books. So
You got to think about it. What's YouTube now? It's all auctions. Those auctions are got to be hurting the shops.
Yeah, you know how
eBay hurt the shops, but now these auctions, they got to be hurting the shops, man.
Yeah, I bought a book. Matter of fact, I bought this one. This is what I was gonna show y'all. I got this book for $20. $20. And the store closed. I went to go look and see they were open a while back. I was doing a time up there, and I saw they had closed, and I kind of was like thrown for a look, like, well, why did they close? Because they had good stuff. But some stores closed. because of it's just hard. You know, the competition like up in Atlanta. Now in Atlanta, it's a little bit more fierce because you've got Book Nook, you've got Dave's, which is a store I frequent. You've got a couple of other stores, and we got another store that opened up called Infinite Realities.
Yep.
Infinite Realities, which is if y'all live up there, it's cool, man. It's like a comic book store, but it's like a bar, kind of like lounge type area.
We got one in Orlando called
Yeah.
Comic Shop.
Yeah, there's one in Orlando like that.
Yeah. And so you got places like that that are opening up, and so it's kind of like they're actually competing.
Yeah.
You know, and then it comes down to really where your location is. You know.
What's up, K Titus? Dory Arigato, Mr. Roboto. Guys, I gotta go cook as well, man. We're eating tacos, of course.
Oh man.
So I gotta go make some tacos. So I'll see you guys later. Al, be good, man.
All right, you too, Raul.
Stone Cold Puff, thanks for the invite.
All right.
I'll see you guys later. Steve, hear my books.
What book?
Steve.
Hey man, call me David Copperfield. I can make it disappear, son.
I'll see you guys later, man. Have a good show.
All right.
Right.
No problem.
Take care now.
Hey Matt, what's like you showed your grails and what you wanted. What's the book that outside of the Turtles that you really want to get to? You know, one of your active grails that you still that's eluded you outside of what you mentioned. Any other books?
See, I said giant size. X-Men 1, but that's out of my reach now, man. That's like you know, I have to go hopefully find it at some old lady's house on a consignment.
Never know.
You know,
Never know,
hey, I will say that, man. Like we've come across books all kind of crazy ways, especially last year. So I'd say that.
Do you have Fantastic Four 52?
That's first Black Panther, right?
Yeah.
No,
I forgot.
I did not get that when it was hot because what you did just made me think about it. I might need to start looking because it got so out of the roof by the time I went to go look at it. You know, all the Black Panther fans showed up. All of the people that were Black Panther fans that were never claimed to be Black Panther fans showed up and bought all the books. And so that book went from, I think at one time it was like 150 to like 800 or something overnight. And I just was like, nah, I'll just wait. And I totally forgot about it. But yeah, that's what I need to pick up. I had the opportunity. Now, you talk about kick yourself in the ass moment. I had the opportunity. And I told it to Al. We had a store down in Warner Robins called Heroes and Villains. And they had Fantastic Four 2, 3, 4, and 5. This was back when those movies were sucking. So I looked at them and never paid any attention. And I was like, nah, they won't do anything.
God dang.
Lo and behold, Dr. Doom. I was like, oh man, I was looking right at it. And that was one of my kick myself in the ass moments, man, because I could have got that Dr. Doom and I just was not thinking about it. And it happens to all of us. You know, we all in situations where we at stores and it's kind of like, nah, I'll pass on it. And you end up hating the fact that you passed on it. But that's one of them. Actually, ironically, I don't have Spider-Man 300. I don't have 300. I got 290. I got 96, 97, 98, 99, but I don't have 300. And that's one that I need to grab.
I won 300 in the raffle. If you believe?
Unbelievable.
I got
man, they
7.5.
win shit in the raffles. That shit just blows my mind. I don't win shit.
Yeah, I won the first Spider-Gwen one in the raffle too.
Hey, Al, I was in last Saturday. I think it was last Saturday after the show. After this show, I went in and first edition comics was giving away stuff, right?
Oh yeah, that right? Birthday stream.
Okay, Sean, I was over there because you were doing the thing, and I got off class, so I was in there, and I'm telling you, man, I put up my Amazing Spider-Man 14 signed by Stan Lee, and the shit lost to a DC book.
Whoa!
Yeah, I would have won a damn Batman slab of some kind. I was gonna give it to Biggie, and the funniest thing is Biggie voted for the DC book, so him not voting for my book cost him that book. He was so mad. Because I don't have a lot of Batman. Batman, he's cool and everything, but I would have gave it to him because I know he wanted it.
Mhm.
He was like, man, God dang. I said, that's what you get for voting against ASM 14.
That is the true definition of irony right there, boy.
Right there, perfect. Right, Carlos came around and hit me like this.
I mean, Sean, like a lot of books I got, man. Like I got that first appearance of Carnage. I got that from I actually had my original that I bought when I was a kid, and then I actually went down to that same store where I saw the Fantastic Four, and they had one 9.8 slab for like $20. This is before it took off. And then I got a copy of that out of Jeff's stash, out of that stash he gave us last year.
Oh yeah,
it was in there, and so I got that.
Hey, Matt, do you remember what that 2, 3, 4, and 5 Fantastic Four was selling for? What they were selling them for when you didn't get them?
Man, I want to say, man, I saw they were and I can tell you for a fact they were all less than $400.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hey man, that was it.
Fact, they were all for under $400. All of them, every last one of them.
Number 2 alone goes for $1,500 in like grade 3.
I'm talking like, man, they were right around grade 3 too, man.
Hey, number 5 in grade 3 goes for probably $5,000 or more in that area.
Hey, man, it's one of those.
Oh my God! I know what you mean.
I'm telling you, that's like when I finally got 181. The guy offered me. I think I paid $1,500 for it, if I can remember. And the guy was like, "Yeah, I'll let you get it for $1,500," and it was like a 6.5. And so what I did was I was thinking like, you know what? I was crunching numbers, and I said, well, 7s and 8s are already expensive, then 6.5s are gonna start becoming expensive.
Exactly.
And
or
then
you can press and clean it. You never know.
You never know. Yeah, you never know. Because I saw a guy yesterday in the group I'm in on Facebook. He had a couple of books that the comic book shop owner gave them to him. He was like, "Oh, they're damaged," and all he did was just press, got them pressed and graded, and now he's good. But when I got that deal for $1,500, I was like, "Well, yeah, I'll take that, man."
That's a hell of a deal because that's about a $2,500, $3,000 book now.
Yeah, and so I saw the guy the next year when I went back to that convention, Steve, and he was like, "Hey, man, he remembered me. He said, man, I'll buy it off of you." I was like, "No, that's
you did." Yeah. I'm trying to get that Turtles for $50 more. It ain't working.
Yeah, I got number 1. I got the newsstand edition. I got that one. I'm a big cover man too, Sean. Like I like stuff like this, like these old covers like this.
Bro, wasn't that one of the books you found in the stash last year?
I actually had bought this one already, and then I found the other one in the stash. And I was like,
I remember when you pulled that out, I was like, oh man, that book is going for crazy money.
Yep. These old classic Catwoman stuff, these classic covers, man. They go for a nice penny, man.
So I see Remo showing off some books.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Remo, was you able to get a 4 or 5 Thor?
Yeah, I had it, but this one I just got from my my LCS right now. I had to go do a curbside to pick up my subscription at the Venom, and I had bought this the other day. This one and this one.
I know that one with that Black Winter on it or something is going to be worth a lot. Damn, that's nice.
These are like second prints. 2 and 3. This is second print 3.
Hey, just like Matt just said, sometimes second, third prints are the ones to get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, low print.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, he had
a lot
he
more
had
than you
half
think it
price,
does.
Low print.
So I grabbed half price of cover, so I grabbed it.
Hey, you know what I found out I had, Sean, when I seen it hit the hot list was this book.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It's a second print, but the second print has a picture of her on it. To me, that's better than the first print.
Yep.
Because it's just got lettering in there or something in there. So I thought this was pretty cool little book that I had. I said, damn, I think I got that somewhere. That's the best thing about a hot list.
This is another one I got that was on my list of books to get, and I got that one. The same shop owner that we went to, man, guy sold it to me for $500.
That's a good deal.
And then
Man, Matt got some bangers, and he got them for damn good deals.
well, yeah, Al will tell you, man. Al will tell you when it comes to buying books, man. I will not overspend. I will
Hey,
wait it out.
I will say this as a watcher of the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. Matt be bringing the bangers on his hauls. Like when they do their hauls, Matt be coming out just bringing out bangers
Was
after
Matt
bangers.
involved in that haul we seen with the van?
Yeah, that was him and Al and Larry.
That was some funny shit. Al said, "Y'all gonna be walking back because these books are coming."
Hey man, we had to
I
rent
thought I
a
was
van.
gonna die laughing, man.
Yeah.
I said, "Damn, I know I like Al now because he's just like me. You better find your ass a spot because all this is gonna get in this van one way or another."
One way or another, man. Boy, we got to work out that night, man.
Yeah,
What was it? I said that looked like a late night drug deal, but just
Yeah,
with comic.
yeah, it looked like a heist.
I mean, it was a straight Grand Theft Auto mission. That's exactly what. That's exactly what it was.
Man, they had on headphones and radios and all kinds of shit. Load it up, yeah. We
What
gotta
was
get out of
that?
here. We've got 10 minutes.
Wait, 35 boxes? About 35 boxes, right?
It was 36 long boxes and
Holy
one
shit.
short box.
That's long box would fit over 200 something books, something like that.
250, somewhere in that area.
Yeah.
250 a piece. Holy shit.
Holy crap, man.
We were digging like that. All right, so when the guy first, I'll tell y'all the story. So a guy that I know that works at a museum, I was getting a piece that was going to be on display down there. Well, I was hanging up a piece down there on display, and he just happened to mention, I saw him in the comic book store, and that's why we got chatting comics. I said, man, I know you collect the comics. He said, yeah, man. He said, I've been collecting for years. He said, but I'm running out of space, and he said, once I read them, I put them up. I don't do anything with it. He said, I'm not a collector or anything. And he was like, yeah,
that was music to your ears, Matt. Matt went.
I just thought, yeah, I was just smiling. I just said, so you don't do anything with him? He's like, no. He's like, are you collecting? He's like, no. He's like, I really need to get rid of them. And I said, well, hold on. Let me make a phone call or two right quick. Let me see if we. I said, so we can go through and take a look at him. He's like, yeah. And I said, so we can have him. He's like, yeah, you can go through and get whatever you want. And that's when I called Al and Larry, and the guys were like, hey man, let's go ahead and make this happen. And man, we got some books out of that stash.
Let's hear something. I want to hear this.
Like I looked up on the CBS side a week before last rather. They had Stars and Stripes #1 on the list. That was in there. Pretty much anything that's been on that CBS side list for the last 4 or 5 weeks is stuff I got out of that box.
Dang.
I mean, first Andy Venom was in the box. That Batman I showed you was in that Catwoman was in the box. New Avengers 1. I've seen 2 or 3 of those.
What about Ultimate Fallout 4?
I don't. If it was, I don't remember. People was taking stuff out that wasn't saying nothing. Like folks, like
I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I didn't see it.
So I don't know if somebody got it or not.
If it was in there, I didn't see it.
But I didn't see it either. So he may have kept it. Now Jeff, some of that stuff he did keep because he knew he wasn't stupid. Now some stuff he kept, like he had Spider-Man 300, because that's how I got 296, 97, 98, 99. They were all in there, but 300. Yeah. So he wasn't dumb.
Yeah,
So,
Sean, keep rubbing it in, Sean. Just rub it in.
Yeah, I mean,
the salt is in the wound.
Al used to say this all the time. He said, hey man, and he gave me hope because he tells that story. I don't know if he's ever told y'all that story about that guy down in Columbus. But there was a guy he went to in Columbus that had all these books back in the day for like penny, 50 cents, quarter, And it was like, like Spider-Man, like 300. You could have got that for a quarter at this man's shop. Because he was selling the books half off cover price. So whatever the cover price of the comic was,
God dang. I guess if you get a Golden Age book, you get it for a nickel.
That's the way it was. I mean, it was, in the crazy part of it is, well, let me just say this: the heist. That's what we call it. The heist of 2019.
That was a heist. You getting
I ended up getting. Well, I know Matt got a ton of stuff, and I know me personally, I got Century 1 out of it. the Jay Lee Century #1. I got the first appearance of Kyle Rayner out of there. I got X-Men 221 Sinister, which by chance is going to be a giveaway if we get to 300 subscribers next week. I'm going to give one of those away. A whole bunch of different like Justice League keys. Like when Batman got in the Mobius chair, like a whole bunch of crap. But
and you do realize, because you guys are out in the country, something you put some feelers out there. You never know who's got shit in their house, man. You just don't know. Like a Craigslist list for you guys would be great, because
see, the thing of it is that at one point, you know, I'm no longer on Facebook like I used to be, but Matt used to get a lot of flack. And the reason why he got flack is because the Ninja Turtles, I don't know if y'all are in many comic book groups on Facebook.
I'm in a couple.
I prefer the community on IG than I do on Facebook, because Facebook has a lot of people that they don't believe nothing. They don't believe nothing. Matt, when he first got that Ninja Turtles, I mean, you know, Matt's my homeboy, and it pissed me off because we were in this group and he showed his Ninja Turtles when he first got it. Like, man, that stop line, you didn't get that from this store, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, he did. Like, people, for whatever reason, there are some comic book collectors out there. They are straight. What's his name? What was Dave Chappelle's name on the Chappelle show? They are charter members of the Haters Club. Seriously, they cannot stand the fact. And I used to tell Matt all the time, like, man, people don't understand. There's a ton of comics out there in the community. There's people in yard sales. Man, tell them about the flea market we went to up in McDonald. I used to live in
when you got the Gambit for $2.20.
I got the first appearance of Gambit for $2. It was then you
I'm
get
a double the price, $4 today only.
Man, he got NYX3. Was it 3? For how much?
I got 4 for $1.50.
For $1.50. People don't understand that you there's yard sales, there's estate sales, there's flea markets.
All those estate sales and all that, man. They got that shit gone.
There's some gold out there in them hills that people don't understand. It's out there. Golden Age, Silver Age. The store in Columbus, Georgia was called the TikTok Shop. And it was a shop where the owners sold and repaired watches and clocks. Half of the store they sold watches and clocks. The other half, they sold comic books. Well, the guy, he was trying to get rid of all his comic books. And he had at least 300-400 long boxes in the store. So me and 2 other guys that I used to work with, one of them found out about it. So he was like, man, I know this place. And, you know, they're selling comic books. And on the door when you walk in, it was half off and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, nah, you can't be telling the truth. Went in there, and the dude had it set up to where if there was a sticker on the actual on the book, the bag, like say for example, if the book was priced at $2, you got it for $1. If the book was priced at $5, you would get it for $2.50. If there was no price on the book, you would get it for half of whatever the cover price was on the book. I ended up getting my 2 New Mutants from that store. I think it was $1.25. There were no tags on the bag. So I got them for half of $1.25 or whatever the cover price was. My X-Men collection that I have, the bulk of it I got from that store. But this is the thing. During that time, we didn't have the show. And my mindset back then was my old mindset before I sold all my books. I wasn't in the variants. I wasn't in the Golden Age stuff. This dude had Golden Age Superman. I passed up on it because I was one track minded. All I was worried about was X-Men. So every X-Men book, I'm serious.
Damn it.
Every X-Men book, Uncanny X-Men, like the when the first appearance of the Hellfire Club, I paid 30 cents for that book. I mean,
Hey,
it's crazy.
Al, he says to you, you sure you don't want this Superman #5, Al? No, I don't want that shit. We're my X-Men.
But
Yeah,
this,
bring
but,
that
but I'm telling you, hindsight is 2016. That's why we need that time machine. That's why
You
we
damn right. Hey, if you go back in that time machine without me, Al, I know something.
Because I'm telling you, if I took all 5 of y'all to that store, people thought I was lying. Like, man, that is not. I remember us going in the store. It was me and the other 2 guys. We went in the store one day, and it was a guy and his son was in there, and he was looking for Spider-Man stuff. This was probably about 8-9 years ago, maybe about 8-9 years ago. The guy pulled Spider-Man 300 out of a box, right? Cover price, he had a sticker on there, $6. We saw this with our own eyes. The dude looked at the book, he looked at his son, he looked at the book, and he looked at the guy that owned the place. His name was Mr. Tucker. He said, Mr. Tucker, this book is $6. He said, actually, no, it's $3. He was like,
say no more.
Hold on.
Say no more. Say no
I'm gonna
more.
give you the 6. I don't want you to feel bad. I'm gonna give you the 6.
Check this out. He said, Mr. Tucker, do you realize how much this book costs? He's like, I don't care. Just give me $3.
Say no more.
Say no more.
Now, if I had
Hey, Al,
the
I'm gonna need Mr. Tucker's name and number immediately into my phone.
this is the thing, though, Steve. This is the heart-wrenching part of it.
Oh, look at that.
The heart-wrenching
man.
part of this is that for the longest, for at least a year and a half, Mr. Tucker tried to sell me those books, but I didn't have the money. And he told me he had those books in the store, and I got pictures. I'm gonna upload them to Instagram when the show ends, and I'm gonna tag y'all in the pictures. But he ended up selling them because at one point I was trying to get him. I said, "Well, Mr. Tucker, you got a lot of books, man. Like, I could help you get them on eBay and sell them and all this kind of stuff." And we talked about it, but he never done it. And maybe like 3 months after that initial conversation, somebody came in there and bought them all out. So,
damn.
Another shop probably, or another shop owner probably. I wouldn't doubt it.
Hey, you guys, I'm
Yeah.
gonna gotta go do some grocery shopping, so I'll give you.
All right, bro.
all right, Remo.
Remo.
See you later, Remo.
Great having you on.
All right, man. Thanks a lot.
But
See
yeah,
you later.
man,
Be safe.
a lot of times, man, you know, I get in these groups. When I'm in these groups on Facebook, I tell them all the time, man, you have to put foot to pavement. A lot of guys just want to go to eBay and just buy everything. I mean, you can do that.
eBay or their own shops. That's a lot of those guys go to try to go to their own shop and try to find gold.
Like,
Or
man,
don't
shit, I'm
hate-
ready to go to Georgia right goddamn now.
Y'all follow-
Sean, you ready? I'm coming by to get you, man. We can go to Georgia, man. Shit. Tomorrow we'll be a making in the store.
Hey, y'all follow Kingdom Comics?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying we bumped into him at a comic convention up in Warner Robins.
Yep.
In Warner Robins.
And Warner Robins.
Yeah, he walked up. He I said, man, what you doing up here? He was like, yeah, man, I'm over here shopping. You know.
Hey, Warner Robins got a good Little League teams, boy.
Oh yeah. Now,
I remember seeing them a lot in the Little League World Series, Warner Robins.
Yep.
And that Warner Robins con, I didn't mean to cut you off, man. That was the con that I got those Canadian variants for the Wolverine series that I bought.
And I'll let the cat out the bag, man. We're actually in the process, man. We're gonna have John Beatty on sometime next month.
Oh, that's cool.
So we actually met him.
Make sure y'all hit me up so I know when it's on. I want to see that.
We'll do, man. We met him down there at the convention actually. But yeah, a lot of times, man, I tell people like when I went to New York, I literally last year I walked to every comic book store that was within walking distance to go, to get stuff. And that's how I got that third print. That's how I got it. Right off the newsstand. I just happened to walk in there. It was way in the corner by itself. And I said, "Hey man, is this for sale?" He said, "Yeah." Newsstand price. Walk right out the door. I got that 40. What's the vampire movie? 40 Days, 40 Nights. What's that? What's that vampire movie?
20 days.
20
days later. 28 days something. Yeah.
Yeah. I got that. That book is impossible to find. It was sitting right. Yeah. And I was like, "Hey, is that for sale?" He's like, "Yeah." How much? $30. I just take it all down.
You want to hear the funny thing? One of my grills, I've never seen it in the wild. And then hanging out with Steve, Puff, and all them, I end up finding it in the wild.
Yeah, those kind of books.
those kind of books are sitting in dollar bins somewhere.
Yeah, people don't know shit about them because some of the evil earnings ain't worth that much chaos, but them eternity ones, shit, they're worth a lot of money.
That's like if you find like good classic Vampirella books, man. Like some of those Vampirella books, they're scattered out. But if you can find them, just for the covers alone, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I don't know where we would see a picture of a Vampirella book in amongst this panel. On both sides of me. Hey Matt, on both sides of me, they got all kind of stuff. Both of them.
Yeah.
But then, like there's another trick that me and Al talk about this a lot too, man. Is that people don't know how to shop on eBay. People just see the first thing, you know, and then they they'll just buy it. Well, what you can do, man, is you have to time it right. But usually at night is the best time on eBay.
Or really late sometimes. Really late sometimes.
We got a nickname for it. We call it Midnight Ride. So you get on, and that's how you find your books, man. So I was on there, and I found a Golden Age Batman for like $40. Slab 2.0, and I couldn't believe it. I was like
2.0. What does it matter? A Golden Age.
Not only that, but $40 is the slab it, just to slab it in general. 25.
Man, that's a badass cover right there. It's got Penguin on the cover.
Yeah, let's show that again, Matt.
Yeah, that's a badass cover. Look at Penguin.
Like
he say, man, give me that girl, Matt, man.
I will get that cover. Hey, go.
But people just have it's like buying on eBay, man. Because I see it a lot, and I see people who don't like new collectors or what have you, and they go for the first thing they see. And I
remember that when I first jumped back into collecting, that it happened to me. I remember.
Jeff, we had a guy here. Ironically, his name was Jeff too. He this guy was buying everything class. And the comic book store owner was like, "Hey man, you might want to slow down doing that." He was buying 181 full price. He's buying Tomb Dracula full price. And I was just like, bro, you just like wasting money.
Yeah.
You're not even going for the deals or nothing like that.
No.
You know, and another thing people avoid or don't utilize is the best offer thing on eBay. I try and use that all the time. I don't care if it's $6.99. I'm gonna see if I can get it for $3.99. You know, something like that.
Hey, Char, I done got rejected so many times. Like I've had people say they didn't even respond to my offer.
I don't care. I'm gonna throw that offer out there. You know,
I'm going $265. You know, I mean, I tell people all the time, man, deals are out there all the time. Like we go to Jeff Dave's comics, man, has a box. He has a $5 section where it's nothing but $5 books, and these aren't like just throwaway $5 books. No, these are like key issues. $5.
Okay.
Like I've gotten She-Hulk #1, like $10. It's out there. People don't believe that stuff is real. You know, but
I believe you because y'all did that video last year about the con. You know, where you, Xavier, and stuff, and y'all talking about the $5 bins. I went to Orlando touring Comic-Con, and I looked in the dollar bins and the 50-cent bins and found some good stuff, but the $5 bins is where I found some gems from the Bronze Age.
Yeah, they'll give you $20 books for $5 sometimes.
Yeah, I was just snatching up $5 books until I reached almost $100. I was like, I'm good, man. I got me a nice stack of these great Bronze Age comics.
This guy last year at the Comic-Con had an entire section of Alex Ross art, like comic. He's just Alex Ross, and it was just like it was $5 everything in the box. $5 everything in the box.
Hey, we found those, Matt. We found those 182s we were talking about earlier. Hulk.
Yeah,
they were underneath. Javi goes underneath the thing and says, "Any of these for sale?" He said, "Yeah, there's some Hulk stuff under there." Man, shit, we is all in there. 182s. He said, $30.
I mean,
they were gone.
I mean, bro, you'd be surprised. And then a lot of people at these cons, they don't understand the power of cash. Like if you got cash for certain books, man, you
I try to tell my wife that she don't want to listen to me. I say cash talks in these places.
Yeah. Well,
They ain't
not
gotta
all
pay
the
for it, they ain't
time.
gotta pay
Not
that
all the
fee or none of
time.
that stuff.
Because
Record
me and
it.
Steve went to a con, offered the guy $300 because he had $350 on a Vaporella 1. I offered him $300 for it. He didn't want to take it. I said cash. He didn't want to take it.
Wow.
And I'm like, and then I walked to the other guy and I found this.
Like,
So
hey,
that
man.
was meant to be. It was meant to be an Eve Ernie day.
Yeah. I mean, and then asking prices, man. Like people are scared to go, hey man, what can you do for me on this right here? You know, you have to use your sense when you're doing it. But you know, hey man, what can you do for me on that? And
but he was an older collector, so I kind of figured he wouldn't budge.
Yeah, but this one guy, I got that Edge of Spider-Verse 1 for like $75. And the guy was like, I said, hey man, how much you still let that go for? He's like 75. The guy just told me I'm charging too much for it. I said, well, no, that's just right, man. I'll take that too. I'll take that. And then now you see what that book's going for.
Yeah.
You know. So deals out there, man. You just have to be patient, and it takes a while. You're not gonna build up a collection in 1 year. It ain't happening. I've been doing this.
Nah.
We've been riding for 5 years, almost 5 years.
Especially when you just trying to build up your collection by buying all the big books. Just splurging money.
Yeah.
It takes time. I was patient because one of my grails that I wanted was ASM 129, First Punisher. I was patient. I remember that was on I did 2 years ago on Instagram. That was my wish book. You know, I was hoping to get it. And people said, you know, that's still a reasonable book to get. Somebody did a raffle. I think it was Strictly Comics did a raffle on it. So I went all out. It was $20 a spot. I paid for 4 spots, so that's $80. And lo and behold, I won the raffle. So I pretty much paid $80 for ASM 129. And I was like, man, that was like one of my highlights of that year, winning ASM 129 as a raffle. It's about 4 or 5, but I'll take that.
Who cares?
I take that all day long.
Exactly.
I got one, and I think I got a page missing. I was like, I don't care. It's still the first appearance of the Punisher. It ain't the page of the Punisher on it, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So who cares? You know. I mean, I'm telling you, man, those deals out there, man.
And another thing that came back around for me, we was at Tampa, me, Steve, Jeff, and them, and Killmonger, first appearance of Killmonger.
Yep.
That came back around because the guy was asking for $120. I was like, I like the book, I really want it, but I know I could get it a bit cheaper than that. Lo and behold, this year I got it from DJ Spider. He had that and 2 other Black Panther books that I needed. One from Jungle Action, one from the one where he fought the Ku Klux Klan, and I got it all for $60.
Yep.
So, you know, sometimes you got to be patient, and sometimes you got to see the right deal that's come around.
Hey, Sean, you know what makes me mad is when we were in Orlando last year, they had a Spider Nowhere, like the series, the whole little set. It was like 1 through 4 or 5, I think it was. But that number 1's worth a lot. That carries the set. And the guy wanted like $100 for it. I was like, hell no, man. I just want the one. So I didn't buy it. Man, that shit went through the roof, man. And I didn't get it. It always happens like that. That's the one he was talking about earlier, right?
That's it. Yep, that's it.
Hey man, didn't you get that Spider-Man Noir out of that haul, or was that?
Yeah, no, that was me. I got that out of that Jeff Hall. I did.
Yeah,
that's a good book, man. I love those.
Yeah,
man.
I just
that cover.
This is when I was talking about Midnight Riding.
Oh yeah.
$50. $50. Just sitting there, just $50. I was like, oh man, nobody's gonna get this because it's low grade. Well,
yeah, 0.5.
Yeah,
I'll be all over that.
Yeah,
low grade's better than no grade, man.
Exactly.
If you're a collector and you collect that, you know those, it's low grade better than no grade.
And for $50, you like shit. You can't pass up on that.
Yeah, but I got AOK Christmas AOK this from Thorough, and that I didn't expect.
First cover of Lady Death.
First cover appearance, and then now I have her first and her first cover appearance. So I got them both. So yep, now we're working on the other one.
And see, and that's another great thing is the community will help you out on achieving your goals of getting certain books.
Yep.
You know, I've gotten AOKs from Steve and Hialeah and members in the community, and they helped out big time.
$1. What the hell did I do with that?
$1.
Oh,
$1.
yeah.
You
That
remember
was,
that? Remember we got all those Eternals out from up there? Origin?
yeah, at Origin Story Comics, I got the whole run for $1 a piece.
That's the thing I like most is that, you know, we help each other out in terms of, you know, helping somebody get a book. Like Steve will buy a book. He'll buy a book in the auction just to AOK it to somebody.
Oh yeah, he's done it through a couple of times.
I'm like, I can imagine if I'm bidding on a book, and if Steve come behind and bid against me, then I might as well stop because I already know what he's planning on doing with it.
Yeah.
That's the whole
you
reason.
You should have seen that guy. Sean,
yeah.
was you in there when I did that? I was bidding with this guy from on Bueller's auction.
On the Squatchy?
Oh no, hell no! I had to tell that was that Chad dude. I said, "Hey man, I'm getting that book, man. Don't be busting me up there too high." That book went over $100 though.
Yeah,
that was I was getting that shit no matter what. Yeah, I like that one too. I got that one.
Okay. Yeah.
So what are you talking about with the Bueller one?
Yeah, so it was one of those books that got hot. I want to say it was Venom 10 or something.
Yeah. It was a Venom. No. It wasn't Venom 10. It was that little kid Spider-Man book that got hot. It was Venom on it
or something something. It got hot for a little bit, and I was being with that dude. So I win the book, and he's in the chat, man. He's mad. He goes,
Vigilante Steve.
He goes, Stone
King.
Cold, you just met your first enemy. I said enemy long.
Wow.
I said, hey man, I only outbid you to give you the book, and he was, man. I ain't never seen that dude since.
He flips. After that, I remember because I watched the chat. He flips. He goes, "Oh, now I'm your best friend."
Yeah, he said, I'm your best friend now, man. Hey, I found this book though. I love this cover, man. If you see this book, it's a good one to get.
Yeah. Yeah, anything with Miles on it. Man.
Miles on the cover, and this one I got. I'm gonna end up getting them graded eventually, but when you see him on the cover, hey Matt, it's a book that I've been thinking of specking on is the evil Miles Morales. Eventually he's gonna do too much good and they're gonna have to get mad at him.
Yeah.
So you know that's gonna happen. So I want to go ahead and get that first evil Miles Morales while it ain't so high, because it's gonna go high because he's on a lot of the covers, man.
Yep. Yeah. Miles Morales, man, is a book, man. I mean, pretty much anything with him on it right now, man. It's
dude. Yeah, but Into the Spider-Verse, he was awesome in that. And when you write somebody good, and then his suit looks good, and he's a nice guy, man, everybody's gonna want that shit. Everybody. It's that simple.
Yeah, Biggie saying that you helped him get the timely, so you know.
Yep. And then Vigilante calls you king. Steve is king.
The king of AOKs, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Vigilante's AOK took 3 months to get there. That sucker was going by a goddamn canoe.
It was stuck on a boat for a while.
That's why I'm mad. If you talk with Steve and stuff, Steve's the type of guy that likes to help out the community and send books out to people. You know, he sent Mick D that book and stuff. And you know that's the one thing I love about this community on Instagram and YouTube is the camaraderie, the friendship, and just talking about comics and helping each other out. And that's the great thing about it.
Yeah, because sometimes you're out, you don't see nothing you want, and then you're like, man, damn, Sean's been looking for this, or man, Matt's been looking for this. You know what I mean? Man, I might as well get that than waste it on some shit I don't really want. That's how I see it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Like a lot of times, if I'm somewhere and I see something that Al might want, and I know something he wants, I'll dig it up. Well, here you go. Or if I see some of the other guys, like I got a bag up there for one of our guys that's the big Black Panther fan on the channel. I got a whole bag full of Black Panther books sitting up on top of the shelf.
That's it. Good things come to those who wait. Yep.
Yeah, like Vigilante was looking for that Conan cover for forever, that St. Julian Conan cover with Arnold sitting on the throne. I remember he was looking for forever. And then
Yeah, we all was
found it.
looking for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I sent that away to get graded, Sean, today.
Oh, yeah.
That's one of the ones.
I felt like ever since y'all found that book, now it's been popping up, man.
Yeah, people
Yeah, I
say,
know.
man, we got to sell ours, man. These are selling. This is what it seems like, don't it?
Yeah. It's like it was hard to find at first, and then as soon as y'all brought it, it started selling.
I feel you like that one, Sean.
That's nice.
Darkwing Duck, classic.
Yeah.
The Disney afternoon days right there.
Yep, I remember that.
Hey, Al, did you see? I posted this. Did you see it though? What 36 changes?
Yeah. I liked it and commented on it too, man.
Yeah, I thought you did, but I said, damn, boy, that is something fire right there. Man,
Just
sketch
beautiful,
covers
man.
is one of my favorite things, man.
That's a great cover, man.
Nobody's got this cover.
Let me see that cover again, Steve. I missed it.
He drew me a Racer X from Speed Racer.
Yeah, that's nice, man.
Yeah.
I freaking love that thing. He put his 36 chambers on the back.
I like his new sticker. His old sticker.
There you go, Steve. You saw I'm going to my dad. There you go.
Oh yeah. Hey, I thought I had that book, but I had the 3 of the other one, Matt, where he's facing forward. It looks like that. It's almost like the next series but he's facing forward. Almost the same scene, same background.
Yep,
I sent 3 of those away to get graded because I said if these suckers pop, I'm gonna be ready, son. 9-8, I hope. 96, 9-8.
Hey, you guys are 2 subscribers away from 300.
Who is?
Comic Call and Roundtable discussion.
Damn, really?
Well, if Steve's not subscribed, I'll subscribe, and then
I will be as soon as I'm off here. I'll be on
there. Me too. Then you guys hit 300.
I think I early. Then that's another one.
Thank you, guys.
Mm-hmm.
We really appreciate it. That was so nice of you to do.
God dang, that sounded like a Russian.
you know, Steve, I sometimes I talk like this to throw people off.
Well, damn sure threw me off. For damn sure.
It's really looking good for you today. Yes, indeed.
You know, a lot of these books, a lot of these too. The Moon Knight from this drawing, man. A lot of people made some really good covers in that too.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? Moon Knight covers, man. I'm starting to have an affinity for them because I only own like 3. But especially like Bill Sinkowitz's Moon Knight, man.
The Sinkovitz Moon Knights, I have a couple of them, and they are amazing.
It is insane, man. I mean, it's crazy because I follow him on Instagram. And like I said, I got a couple of his Moon Knight covers. I'm like, man, I might have to just start collecting some Moon Knight covers. These things are nice.
Yeah, I've got one. I think it's 25 with the wolf on the cover. I got that one. That's a really
it's got those red eyes on it, man, or something.
The blood dripping from his fangs. That's the one you have here, Taverish. Moon Knight is a great character to have. Hey, actually, that's like voice, man.
Moon Knight.
That's a very sweet character to have. In the KGB I work for.
You sound like a man off of
Hey man, if I came in here and didn't know that was Al, I'd say, who in the hell is that?
They pay us in Moon Knight comics.
You sound like my man off of he said, I want to hear proposition.
I want to hear proposition. Give me all your Moon Knight comics immediately.
Killing it, man. Killing it.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much, Sean, for having me on the program. I really appreciate it. Now I will drink my elixir to give me extra strength.
Oh my God!
Man, we're talking about comic books here. Hey man, Steve, I don't know why you brought that up, man. Because we talking like this the rest of the evening.
Can we talk like this?
Clearly be proud of me.
Hey, but for real, I've been in a lot of different communities out, but they ain't none like this one.
Let me tell you something, man. Like I was saying earlier about Facebook, man, I come across some really cool cats in some of the Facebook groups, but the Instagram comic community, man, is just I mean, ever since I started doing the show with Sean, I met nothing but some nice people, man. Like really. And one thing I think I mentioned before in regards to the community is that I've not come across too many people that are judgmental. You know, I've come across the majority of people have been very humble. They've been very, even they can have like straight up nuclear flames in their collection, but they treat it like they're like dollar books. They don't get too haughty and too beyond themselves. You got a lot of people, man, they'll be like, yeah, I know I got Spider-Man #1 in a 10.8.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I know y'all remember that joke, but
yeah.
But I mean, I really like this community, man, and it actually, I don't post as much comic book stuff, and I mean, if you went on Matt, you would never know Matt was a collector because he does photography, so. But he's pulling out all the flames.
That's the second. I think it's the second appearance of Dr. Doom. But I did manage to. I actually got this at a store up in. I got this from Bungie, Al. Believe it or not, got this over.
The second appearance of Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
Dr. Doom.
He is a Russian spy.
Oh, really?
He's looking for Varangian.
I'm looking for the KGB.
Hey, Sean, was that you that posted that damn thing with the Varangian when the monsters got him on the?
Dude, I gotta get that comic, man. How do you order that comic?
But I want you to sign that page.
JimValiant.com, and it's Broadsword Comics. You can order the sketch edition. You can order the normal edition. And you can order it with them signing it.
I don't want them to sign it. I want
Varangian to sign it.
Yeah. Was it Robert G Spot? He's sending it to Range. He said he's gonna send it to Range to get him to sign it.
Are y'all gonna order the book, or have y'all already ordered the book?
I've been getting it on my pool for a while.
I got it this past week.
Hey Al, did you hear what Varangian said? He said said today, but the other day he said, "Man, don't leave me in the dollar bins, guys."
No, those books don't go for $1. None of those books they're at least $20 books.
Dude,
he said, "I don't want to be in the dollar bin, guys. Buy them up." Yep.
I'd slap that book. I would honestly slap it because it's like I know somebody that's in a comic book and it's not
in there. Yeah,
I say. Get it signed by Varangian. Send it to CGC and say, this man, first appearance of Varangian Vigilante. Put it on there.
It's in there. Put it on there. It's
not only that, but it's the first appearance of the sister being the hero too. So it's 2 first appearances in that thing.
Oh, he does that'll be cool. With Varangian on the cover, I'm getting that shit.
Dude, yeah. Talk to him, VV. I will buy it.
Yeah, I guarantee you there will be about 10 people by that.
Hey, Al, and I know I might sidetracking off a little bit, but that list that you did, I was sitting thinking about something, man. Something that slept on, man, is back when X23 joined the X-Men. This book, this book,
I have that one.
Pennies for the long. I think it still is pennies. But if they bring her in and put her, as soon as they put her with the X-Men, this book is gonna go absolutely through the roof.
Is it that one or the one before that one?
Yeah,
I think the one before is when you see her claw.
Hand standing in front of the X-Men. I think that's the first
49, I believe. I think it's 49. I've got it. I just don't have it right here by me.
Yeah, I have though. That was during the time where I was still collecting and stuff. That Claremont run ain't that good. Like, to be honest.
Like, then this is a kind of example of when I tell you y'all can go like on a day where you can get
Yep.
up for like $1. This is a classic.
I remember when those came out and stuff, people was specking hard on them.
Yeah.
Yo.
$1.
What's up, Werewolf by lunchtime?
That's
up,
an
Werewolf?
awesome name.
Yeah.
Between that,
about a won't thing.
between that and the aggressively relaxed.
Aggressively
Yeah,
relaxing. That's
yeah.
still, man. That's me. I can never relax because I'm thinking, man, it might be some good shit on that top 10 list I'm missing right now. I could be looking at my phone while I'm sleeping, I think. Hey, sometimes I wake up and my phone's right there. I'm asleep. I'm like, damn, I slept through everything.
I know Magic Lasso was the 299th subscriber to the channel.
Thank you, Magic Lasso.
Magic's always in the chats. Cool dude.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for y'all to return next week. You know, the boys, you and I, like I said, man, I miss Antonio though, man. I miss that guy.
I'm gonna drag him on there next week. I'm gonna drag him.
You gonna bring Antonio back?
Yeah, I'm dragging him out because we hadn't seen Tony about at least a year.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, he's still around. So we're gonna get him. I'm gonna try to get everybody on for next week, man, because it's been so long since we actually had the entire crew on.
I just want to hear Larry come on, talk about how great Shawn Michaels is. You know,
and how great Iron Man 3 was.
I'm gonna have to come on there and knock some sense into Larry with the belt.
Hey, man. For you have to blindside him, man, because he gets on there every now and then, and he's not himself.
Tell them about how that now I've got one of these. Al has got all three of these, and he got to connect the variants. But tell him how much you paid for them, man. Al had paid pennies on the dollar.
$60.
All the variants. And mint, when I say mint condition, I'm talking mint.
And this was at the Warner Robins, the one where we saw Kingdom Comics. Matter of fact, this was the year they didn't go, and I kept trying to tell them, I'm like, man, we need to go. We need to all go. Man, nobody went, so I went, and yeah.
See, Al, you ain't got to worry about that. If you come down the floor, we guarantee you in the meet.
Hey, man, you know,
if this pandemic hadn't hit, we probably would have came on down there because we was already talking about going to Alabama. That was after we so good in April. But that pandemic threw it all out of loop, man.
We gonna get down. I'm telling you, man, y'all have such a good time. It's like I be hating sometimes, man. It's like
if y'all
man.
If y'all might spot this in the butt bin somewhere, man, but this is one that you might want to grab. The Kreescore War with the Avengers, especially.
And you know, it's funny you show that because you know that new Empire storyline, which I'm not really gonna get into, but
don't even.
the Kree and the Skrull actually join forces in that story arc. So I ain't
interest.
Hey, Al, just think how many deals you could get at the Warner Robins convention if it was to happen like late in this year and the corona just cleared up, you know, and they say, we're going to do a convention. Boy, they'll be selling them books cheap. They need the money.
I'm saying, like, this, man, like the corona was to clear up, man, like overnight, and then we go to the comic book convention, they be giving that stuff away, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be selling giant size X-Men for $8 and a 3-piece.
And I'll have about 10 of those.
Yeah.
Frozen, man. Guess the Russians found out, man. They seen the secret spy, you know. They messed up the shit.
The Russians cut his connection.
It's the FBI, man. They after me now. So that impression was too spot on, man. We got to check him out.
Yeah, some shit ain't right, man. He sounded just like Igor.
He's a black guy from Georgia. He ain't supposed to sound like that.
Oh no.
Hey, Sean, I just got this back today. This was a 9.0, and I sent it to Lenny to get pressed and clean and sent it back, and look what a grade I got now.
Yeah, I saw you.
wow.
I saw that peeking out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, little 9.6 action now.
Yeah, man.
So,
Don't you got that old label right next to you?
huh?
That old label. Didn't Lenny want you to take a picture of the old label?
Yeah, I gotta find it. It's somewhere.
Yeah.
I think it's under some stuff.
I'm close.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get that Wolverine one. I know you was talking about AOK and me one, but I'm gonna still get that raw copy at my shop. I'm just waiting for a right day to do it because I want to talk to Al about it. You know, my shop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You need to go in there. When it opens up, ain't no one in there, so you can negotiate.
Yeah, because I know he's gonna give me a deal on it.
Heck yeah. I got a few books back today. I got my X-Men 4 back. Got this.
That's on our list, man.
I got that one.
Hey, Matt. This man had how many copies? 13 copies of X-Men 4?
13 copies. Yeah.
You got a couple
Yeah,
more.
13 copies of X-Men 4.
John, the book. For years
You
we talked about this on the show, man.
That-
It's an amazing feeling.
That book has been in dollar bins for so long.
Yep.
I've seen that book so many times.
It would be
Exactly.
it would be a travesty for them to do another Wolverine and not X-Men and not have him anywhere near. I mean, you got to tell him Deadpool, but I mean, come on, man. I mean, Omega Red is a top tier villain for X-Men.
Yep.
No way you can.
Hey, you could really do your voice with that one out.
Oh yeah, he's right up his alley.
Believe me, them smashers. Yes.
Yeah, we want Al as the voice.
I'll do it.
Omega Red.
But the question is, if they bring him, what are they going to do first? Bring him or bring Sinister?
Say that again.
I said the question is, who would they bring first? Either him or Sinister.
I think they'll do Omega Red. I mean, it depends on how they plan on doing Wolverine. I mean, if they doing this, I mean, I'm sure they're gonna do some Wolverine spinoffs. I think Omega Red would be better suited for a Wolverine solo movie than for like a team movie, and then save Sinister for an X-Men team movie. If that makes
one.
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I got mine.
I was hoping this was a damn 9.8 too, man. I don't know what took it down.
Somebody he didn't get he didn't get his coffee that morning, so he took off.
No, why? Because this thing don't look like a mark. It don't look like a
you
mark.
just gotta, man. You just gotta send it back in one more time, two
Yeah.
more times, so you get a 9.8.
Yeah, but is it worth it? I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm hold on to him.
You know, the funny thing about Sinister is Sinister early on was so tied to the Summers with what he was doing. You know, especially that the animated series episode, you know, where he's always fucking with Scott and Jean. I'm like trying to find the perfect genetic specimen. But man, I'm so fucking tired of Scott and Jean. They've been in all these movies, changing them over. I'm like, man, can we move away from those two?
Yeah.
That's why I hope whenever they put the X-Men in the MCU that they use the giant size team. Because I mean, I'm sorry, man, but I mean, I know I collect those earlier books, but that first team just don't cut the mustard for me, man. Like,
yeah, just bypass that old stuff, man. Go straight to where we all know who these folks are. And we talked about this about 4 or 5 shows ago. We know who the X-Men are. We don't have to. You don't have to explain to us who they are. It's kind of like Fantastic Four now. You don't even have to explain who they are. We know who these folks are.
Yeah, we know enough.
Yeah. Do it right, man, and just put out a good product, man.
That's all we want.
That's all we ask for, man. It's a disgrace how the Fantastic Four got crapped on off all those years, man.
Especially that last one.
The only good thing, Matt, is it's keeping damn Fantastic Four within the grasp of me getting it.
Yeah, you can steal
I
grab
gotta get
it.
it. I got to sell some of this modern shit and get me that book, man. Damn, I got to do it.
You got the whole run, Steve?
A Fantastic Four?
Well, at least most of the Silver
No,
Age.
I got a lot of them, but I don't have the whole run. I'm missing a lot of them early ones, man.
I think the Quest for Legends said
he's only a few down left.
Yeah, he only a few issues left for completing that whole run.
Yeah, he needs like 1 through 12, those in there somewhere. He might have 1 or 2 of them, but he needs 1 through 12 to have them all.
Well, there's a one at the shop, but it's not. It's the record reprint,
Golden
but it's not
record
the
reprint.
golden record reprint. If he's
And I remember when he came down here last year with Diecast, and we was at the Coliseum, and he was close to buying a wall book, which was a Fantastic Four, and then he found out it was a restored one, and he backed off on it.
Yeah.
So he might not even want the record reprint of number 1.
Nah, he wants the original.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got one more, I think, Sean, closer. The ones he needs, though, boy, they're gonna cost some money, depending on what number one.
That's why he got a selling account, because he's selling his books, to try and achieve that goal.
You damn right, man. Those books, all these modern books, you can get these back, man. They crash or whatever.
Yeah.
It don't mean that much to me as a.
And plus, he's mostly a deep underground collector, so most of his collection is deep indies.
Yeah, and a lot of the indies keep their value a lot of the times too, man. So, or lose their value sometimes, but a lot of them keep their value most of the time, though.
Yeah, some of those books, some of the Silver Age books, they rarely go down unless. The only one I think kind of dipped a little bit was Daredevil 1 dipped a little bit, but I think it's on the way back up again. But it dipped a little bit.
Well, it dipped because the show they moved to the show moved and or got canceled. So
yeah, when them shows ain't that good, killing.
Yeah, so
that's why I thought Phoenix's book should be for free, because that movie was terrible. So I figured it was going to lower the price. It didn't work that way for the book. The book say, "Man, screw that damn."
We're gonna jack it up.
That's what jack it up higher.
I'm putting to come down to the hundreds now. I'm like, okay, I get this book. Nope, nope.
Yeah, that book's staying it.
It didn't drop like Apocalypse dropped.
Yeah, Apocalypse dropped. That was one.
If you guys really want Apocalypse right now, you guys can afford Apocalypse right now.
Yeah,
and that's a damn shame, because Apocalypse is one of those villains that you was excited to see until they first showed the damn character.
Dude, it looked like freaking Ivan Ooze. That's who it looked like.
That's what everybody was saying.
I'm like, what the?
Apocalypse, Sinister, Rogue, those are some grossly undervalued books.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like Apocalypse, with the way he was supposed to come out and survival of the fittest, and Charles Darwin, he's supposed to be like the end all be all, but
Apocalypse was better than X-Men Evolution, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man! You trying to get me started on one of my Matt Odom rants, man?
Hey, that's what you wanted. That's what you wanted, Sean.
Yeah. I'll say, man, he was better than X-Men Evolution than he was in the damn movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't like Evolution when that first came out. It grew on me.
He used to come out with that Russian voice.
The FBI watching. We gotta watch it now. Gonna mess up his internet connection. Gonna have to come out another character.
Yes, Steve, you trying to get me in trouble with the feds, man. I don't appreciate it.
Hey, man. Hey, when I wasn't looking when you did that, I said, "Who in the hell just came on the show?"
It'd be like I go cold on Instagram for a while. I was like, "What happened to Al?" Man, I don't know, man, but I heard he had to sell his X-Men #2 to get out of jail. So
He said he's looking for Stone Cold in that same voice.
He said he's got a bone to pick with Stone Cold, man. I don't know.
Hey, I told Hialeah I wanted to do the damn Stone Cold, but with 2 monster drinks and crash them over my head.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe
you better be standing in the tub when you do that.
Yeah, I know. I have to film that somewhere else.
And maybe when you
that right here.
When you get those X-Men books you want, that would be a perfect opportunity to do it. The celebration.
Celebration.
Man, you got that #2 out. That's a good one to knock off the list. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, and I got it for a really good price. Like I said, it's the same place that Matt got his Ninja Turtles and stuff, man. So I got a plan, man. I want to get X-Men #1, but at this point, it could be a 0.5. As long as I have a copy of it, I got plenty of repros, so I know that's gonna be the very last book I try to get. But yeah, I'm serious, man. I'm
Hey, Varenzi said I can A-OK you a get out of jail card free from Monopoly.
Well, you know, VV, that would be wonderful. If it'll help me get out of jail, man, and I don't have to sell my X-Men too, that'd be awesome, man. Like,
hey,
real.
Wolverine by lunchtime wanted to. I mean, Werewolf by lunchtime said, "Is anyone a Beta Ray fan?"
We know one person. There's Cookie. Cookie is just a little podcast.
You got that first appearance?
Yep.
I got one somewhere in here.
I got a slab first appearance of Beta Ray Bill.
I remember when he was in Dollar Bin for a while.
Man, it's been a lot of like books in the Dollar Bin, man, that all of a sudden it's just transformed. And I can't remember what book that was. Like Matt said, that when we got the Eternals, we bought the Eternals about maybe 3-4 years ago, and there's a place up the road from where we live in McDonough. Man, every last one of them books was in the Dollar Bin. Every last one of them.
Jesus.
But now, the Eternals 1 is gonna run you about $50 to $100.
I snagged that one. I had a feeling she would take off after a while, and I started noticing people the other day in the group. So I was posting about this.
Oh,
I got it somewhere in my slab.
Steve got the 9.8. That's it. Somewhere.
Somewhere. I don't know where the hell in the room.
Somebody brought up the first appearance of Carnage earlier. I had all 3 issues, his first, second, and third appearance, 361 to 363, and I donated them to the Heroes Initiative charity about a few years back, and
I asked for a tax receipt back.
I found that sucker. It took a minute.
Yeah. How much is that going for now?
More than $1. Way more than $1 now. I remember when they used to be in the Dollar Bin.
It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing like finding a book like y'all found, man, and the dude selling y'all for $3. Shit, I never had no deals like that kind. Nothing like that.
Bro, we have got lucky over the last few years.
I know when I seen that video with all them boxes, I said, damn, man, I would have never slept that night. Ain't no damn way. I'd have went through every last one of them boxes before I could sleep.
What had happened was that night we because Matt rented the truck. It was me, him, and Larry. We went and got the stuff from the guy's house. We took it back over to Larry's house because his house was big enough to where we could just spread everything out. And was that a Saturday night, Matt, or was that a Friday night?
Friday.
Okay, so we decided what we were going to do was go back that Sunday because everybody was off, and if they weren't off, they took off. And we got to Larry's house about 10 a.m. and we stayed at his house from 10 a.m. till about 1:30 that next morning.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about dinner. You need a snack.
Yep.
Keep going the rest of the day. Lunch.
I got that gum there, a full run of Green Lantern Volume 1 out of that whole thing. It was cool, man.
Which volume? Green Lantern Volume 1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, we had it was just runs on top of runs on top of runs on top of runs because Jeff collected like every issue of runs. So if you're looking for a run or something, man, he had it. I mean, he had the entire, what was that? God, what's that song? We talk about it all the time. I just went blank. It'll come to me and I ain't thinking about it now. But he had, just run on top of runs, man.
And if you were a fan of Superman, oh my God. I'm pretty sure he had some Superman keys, but did nobody want them?
Well, I got the new 52 early ones. The ones that I knew would work, so I got them.
if they were old, like bronze and copper age Supermans, and even some 90s, I'll probably snatch a bunch of them up. Cause I'm a Superman fan.
He had some Dan Jurgen stuff.
Yeah, I like Dan Jurgen Superman run.
Yeah.
Even the electric Superman, good lord.
Had a lot yeah, get a run of New Teen Titans.
At first, Deathstroke.
Yep.
I got the first issue. I don't got the.
I got a few issues of that, but I got the two main ones with that first Deathstroke and the first Nightwing and Jericho.
Hey, you need to get.
I don't. I got number one, and that's it.
You need
and
to get. Go ahead.
I think I overpaid for them. I remember when I first started collecting. I think I overpaid for that damn thing too.
And the funny thing is, I got both of them books from my shop at cons, and automatically I was gonna give me a discount because I'm a loyal. I've been loyal to the shop since they first opened. So if it's $50, he's gonna give it to me for like $35. If it's $40, he's gonna give it to me for $30.
That's cool.
So I'm always getting discounts from it.
So I don't know if you I don't know if I showed you this, man. This is that
Ooh.
Oh man, that's Naomi.
Yeah, that's that.
Oh man.
Yeah, did you order one?
No, not yet, man. I ended up getting that X-Men, that Banshee. So I'm gonna get it.
I gotta get that one. I love that run though. I mean, Fathom.
Yeah,
that was on the hot list too, Matt.
Oh yeah,
that Fathom. I seen it. I just told Jeff about that.
Hey, Steve, Sean, I'm gonna put a feeler out there. If y'all happen to find a good copy of the New Teen Titans 16, let me know.
New Teen Titans 16.
Mm-hmm.
About that, brother. Yeah.
It's the first appearance of Captain Carrot, man.
Oh, okay.
I think I've seen that one before.
You know, I was one of the idiots that like Captain Carrot. I just like stupid stuff like that sometimes, but I actually have the full run. It only ran 20 issues, but I still like it.
Captain Carrot.
Yeah, Captain Carrot, man, and his amazing zoo crew.
Oh yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool.
So when I first started collecting again, I got picked this up at a flea market, and I really think I overpaid for this damn thing too. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I know I have a feeling I overpaid for it though.
At one point, I was a brief fan of the Teen Titans, and the reason why I was a fan of Teen Titans basically dealt with my hormones because I liked the way that they drew Starfire. I'm just being honest. I mean,
yeah, we're all being honest.
They
Starfire's hot, man.
Yes, she is. I mean, the older version.
I remember though when I read a couple of those New 52 issues that Lobdell written and what they did with Starfire there. Good lord.
Yeah.
What they do to her?
Over sexualize her and
like bad.
Oh really? Was it worse than Power Girl?
Yeah.
Power Girl at least maintained some sense of
decency. Some sense of decency.
Oh, tell me they didn't do her like that, man. That's not
shit.
Cool.
Look it up. Look up Stargirl, Starfire, and DC New 52.
I'll go down that rabbit hole. Let's see. Starfire.
I was gonna be like, what the hell?
Especially the Scott Lobdell ones, man.
Oh wow.
Told you. I knew it.
Jesus.
Look at that. I was shocked. You never seen this before. Live
reaction to Starfire New 52.
And the funny thing is, Scott Lobdell stayed on that, especially on Red Hood and the Outlaws. Like, even when they did Rebirth, he was still writing, and a lot of people was surprised at that. I know he was huge friends with what's his name, Dan Didio, and a lot of people did not like Lovell's work in the New 52.
Hey man, I wonder how can she fight in this?
Hey, if Vampirella could fight in her little bikini, and Red Sonja could fight in the chain bikini, then she could fight in her.
Sean, did you read issue 11 yet, or did you look through issue 11 yet?
Of which of Vampirella?
Yeah,
that's it. I know I read it. The one where she's talking to the guy in the bathroom.
Yeah. And then
I read that one. I read that
issue. No. That's 10. That's issue 11. Issue 11 is after all that, after the bathroom scene. So
okay, 11, I didn't read issue 11 yet. I know I read 10, but I gotta read 11.
When you Christopher Caprice went a little. I mean, I'm not mad at it, but I'm just saying. When you read it, let me know.
I wouldn't be surprised by it.
When you see the panels and stuff, you're gonna be like, "What the hell?"
There is no over sexualization coming from Rangian. Yeah.
If you say so, sir, but I'd like to see that fight in real life.
Hey, Sandra Mason was bringing up Tomb Raider in the comic books, and it was like, how the hell Laura could fight with these clothes on, knowing that if you fight with him, that shit coming off immediately.
Yeah. I'm gonna be at that fight. Hey, Al, have you seen them girls play football in them bikinis?
Yeah, I have seen it too.
Damn, son. They're crazy.
It stays in place.
Yeah. That's all that is outlaw football, man. That's all they do. Like,
oh yeah.
When you go out in on a field and you play like you playing in the 78 Super Bowl, knowing you shouldn't be going out there trying to spear nobody, but you do it anyway. So
well, say rest in peace to John Lewis. I posted this earlier on my IG page. This was a book that I've been wanting to get for the longest, and I finally got it the day after he passed.
Wow.
But I definitely want to dive in and read this. I had this on my wish list forever, but it's just an important person. If
I knew that, man, I would have, because our shit, Nerd Out had it for a while, man. I would have picked you. If I knew it was on your wishes, I would have picked it up for you, and AOK did to you the first time. Yeah, Nerd Out had it for a while, man. Like, it was sit on the shelf for a while. But he orders.
I remember if I
like a crap ton. Yeah, he ordered a crap ton all the time. So
yeah, I need to come back down there to Tampa.
Yeah, you do.
Just need this virus to blow off, man.
Urbans is waiting on you, Puff.
Yeah,
I know.
Well, we'll hit Urbans first, and then we'll hit everything else.
Dude, I really want to go to that to Urban, because I've purchased quite a few books from him through the IG page. Man, he has some really nice stuff, man. I like him.
I got half of the Vampirella worm from him. Half of those magazines.
I like how the place is organized. You know, with all the Marvel stuff in the front. Then you got two separate rooms for DC and Independence. And then a wall full of books, all the nice key issues and Bronze and Silver Age books. And then you in the back is all the variants.
Yep, for decent prices. And then
and he keeps getting collections. Like every week he gets new collections to add.
He pulls what he wants, and then he leaves everything else for everybody else.
Well, I mean, when he leaves for everybody else, it looks like he doesn't skimp, you know, because you got some comic book owners, when they get collections, man, they take everything out, man, and put the last issue of Spider-Ham in there for you to get, you know.
Yeah, because he goes. Yeah, because he used to be in the backyard. Ask Steve. He used to be a backyard guy. He used to do it out of his backyard and stuff. Yeah, Urban's used to be the backyard.
So is there anything else y'all want to discuss?
No, I got to get ready for dinner with my wife here in a minute, so I'm gonna roll out.
Yep.
What's
All right,
awesome
so-
as always. You gonna be on Silver Age tomorrow, Sean?
Yeah, I'll be on there tomorrow. I missed it last week.
Hey, it was nice
But-
meeting you, Matt. You got some banger
Nice meeting you, man.
Appreciate it, brother.
And Al, awesome voice. I want to see you in that Russian voice more. Anyway, that guy, I don't know this guy.
Hey, I will bring Boris. No, I can't give him Boris. That's generic. I got to give him another name. But yeah, I'll
Boris.
bring him back out.
Why Boris?
Hold on, yeah, it's gotta be a better name.
It's got to be a better name than Boris. Yeah.
Well, let the chat name him.
No, that's not a bad idea. As a matter of fact, we could do that next week on our show.
Yep.
Yeah, do it on the Nights of the Round Table. I'm gonna be in the chat watching that.
Yeah, man.
Hey, what day?
So-
What day is it? What day is it on?
Next Saturday at 8:30.
Okay. All right.
Damn,
we
that's
normally-
good shit. That's right out. Go from this and go
You
eat and
can
come
wait.
home and watch that. That's
Yeah,
all.
we normally do shows like every other Wednesday, but since we haven't done a show in so long, we want, we're coming back YouTube. Never mind. But yeah, they blocked us real good this time.
They went straight Vince McMahon on us, man. Yeah, that's what you.
What did y'all do?
We had. All right, so we were talking. We did a hip hop show. I think it was a night. Was it Sean? I think Sean was on it at night.
Yeah.
We did a talk, just kind of a open floor.
Yeah.
And so we had some videos from this Japanese channel, like this old videos, whatever.
Oh boy.
And so we just put them up there and was commenting on them. And then next thing I know, we got the band hammer. And I was like, man, we didn't even get a chance to explain what's going on.
I don't know if y'all did. I don't think y'all got it immediately because I think after that we did another episode.
Yeah, it was 3 weeks later. Band hammer.
Yeah, it was later because we did the show with the Comic Course talking wrestling.
That's right, we sure did.
And I said, damn, man, we banned all the way to July.
Jim Boatwright got banned for doing a episode where him and the kids was watching Ninja Turtles from the 90s. The movie.
Matt said that's a no.
Commentary and all.
Hey, he looked like Al. Matt just looked like Jerome when in Morris Day when the girl said something to his own. No,
The crazy part, though. The crazy part, they didn't even give us an opportunity to dispute.
They don't explain it, and they don't let you dispute it. So half of the time, or they be really, really vague of why they banned you.
Needless to say, I unsubscribed to that bastard channel, man, immediately, man. Like y'all ain't getting my subscription.
But I'll never forget when y'all showed that damn Macho Man promo from pre-WWF. And he's crying and shed tears while he's cutting the promo. I was laughing my ass off.
Man, a lot of people haven't seen that promo, man. That's classic Macho Man.
You ever seen that promo, Steve? A Macho Man crying?
I haven't seen that.
Just YouTube it. There's have to be a Macho Man crying promo. It'll pop right up. He doesn't even look like from that's at a bus stop.
That's even worse.
At a Greyhound station.
Yeah,
that's even worse.
Oh man, that was hilarious, man. I was like, why y'all show me this? Nah, don't even look at Macho the same, man. But the way that video presented him. But
hey, Sean, hold on. Did you see Will Smith in Jada Pinkett at that red table?
Yeah.
Holy God, dang.
Yeah.
What the hell, man? Hey, on this station with Spider-Man, you could get in an entanglement, but I don't think that's what she got into. She got in an entanglement, all right, with some legs and shit. God dang, that was so crazy.
Oh man.
That this whole thing. This is why you don't put all your stuff on social media like that.
Don't even talk about it. You know, that's you yelling, screaming at each other in the house and go your own way, whatever. Don't tell nobody. Damn sure don't tell nobody.
Yeah, then now they all making memes of Will Smith, man.
Oh,
like,
they tear Will a new ass.
I'm like, it's like we seen years of Jordan memes, and now we seen the Will Smith memes, and they put all types of shit on him, man.
I could go happy here about that.
But on that note,
I just want to say thanks for Matt for coming on. It was great having you on here, interacting with the community.
Yep.
You know, you got to show some bangers.
Some bangers.
A lot of bangers.
TMT1 first print. You don't see that shit very often, son.
Nope.
Yeah.
You don't.
I mean, I need to put a call into the Comic Jabroni and get him to add him to the TMNT1 club.
Yeah, one club, because that club's short as shit. That's like the damn deep state.
You know, I know we're ready to go, but you know what, man? If you think about it, man, that book is actually rarer than what it is because a lot of people threw away.
They threw that shit away. Them were kids' books, and they didn't collect comics. They're gone.
Yeah, so that real number, rare. I think it was 3,000 was printed. Steve, I think it was 3,000. So that real number is probably about 1,400.
Yeah. They threw that book away. You could believe you didn't clean your room. I'll clean it for
Nobody
you.
thought it was going to be as big. Nobody thought it was going to be. They didn't think it was going to be big, like a book about turtles.
Yeah, what's this damn turtles and pizza?
But then you think about it, like you got Saturday mornings with a Smurf, and you got chipmunks singing. He's like, any of these anamorphic cartoon characters can become real and sell. And when the turtles became a cartoon. When the turtles became a cartoon and toy lines were selling like off themselves, it was a wrap. The turtles would hit it, and then the movie just came and just shot it all the way to the front.
Right there with you, man. Yeah, I got mine too.
I gotta have that shit right by me, boy. Hey, Al, on the time machine when we go back, we stopping in the year to get these Turtles books. I'm gonna buy all goddamn 3,000. I'm bringing all the money I got. I'm selling everything.
Go get the Infinity Stone, and we're going back just like I did.
We're going right back. Hey, we was Matt. You said that we were when me and Sean and Jeff was out of. I think we was out at which was the last shop we went to, Sean, in Orlando that day.
Coliseum. We went to Coliseum.
Yeah, we were in the Coliseum, and I told Jeff I was because he kept guiding me the wrong way. That I was gonna snap him out of existence.
And then
he bust his ring out and says, "You won't be able to do that, son."
Infinity Stone ring.
Hey man,
he busted an Infinity Stone ring out on me and said, "You won't be able to do that today."
Hey, to your point, Sean. Now they never thought Ninja Turtles was gonna take off, man. But can you imagine when Gobbledygook came out?
Oh,
and if you find now that's my list.
Hey, that's the Bigfoot to me. I've never seen that book ever in the wild or anywhere. No one posted or nothing.
That is Cerebus #1. Cerebus is another book that I want to get to #1, but it's hard to find a legit copy.
Yeah, hard to find.
Hey, you know what else is hard to even know that is Bone #1 too.
Yep, that's another one.
You can't tell which one's the real one.
My cousin passed away. And I know for a fact he bought that. He got Bone #1 because I was with him at Comics Plus when he bought it today. And he's the only person I know that has a legit copy of Bone #1.
Yeah, because I know it's got the stars in the background. Yep. It's got them all like by water or something.
Yep.
It looks like it's at night. You know,
I'm trying to think if Whitewell got one because I know he's a huge.
Got one. Whitewell got one.
Yeah, Whitewell.
Yeah, he got one.
Categories.
Yep. Yeah, those books like that, man. Those books, they are hard to find, and boy, if you can find them. That's like Albedo #1. Who's the man that has Albedo #1 right now, man? Because that book is like.
And I think #2 is valuable too. One and 2. Yeah,
I actually got #2. I got that kind of when I started getting back into my collecting binge. I bought that. I was like, you know what? Let me buy this. This looks pretty cool. For a second, Usagi Yojimbo, because I think even at that time. When I was looking at Albedo #1, that was even a $1,200 book back then, like 4 years ago.
Hey, what about that damn book, Matt? I think it's 569 Spider-Man, the Del Auto variant, where he's upside down. It's just like a $10,000 book.
Yeah, that book I've never seen it. I've never seen it before. I've never
I
seen.
I almost bought the Mexican version because it's exact same version.
Don't sleep on Mexican versions, man, because I got
Yeah.
a version of the Harley Quinn, the one with her in the straight jacket.
Mhm.
Yeah.
If you got the Mexican version, there's two different. The difference in the two is, in the Mexican version is just her in a t-shirt, and then the American version is her in her underwear.
Yeah.
Hey, Matt, you know what book I did get a greatest deal on was that damn, you know that the Hulk where he's got Deadpool in his grasp and he's about to take the mask off and he's naked.
Yep.
I got that book on Bueller's Option for $20.
Wow.
That book's like that's like a $800 book.
$1,000 book, man.
Yeah,
That's like the
nobody knew. And Bueller's like, "Hey guys, this is a rare variant." I'm like, "Shut the hell up, Bueller! I got this shit for $20." Hey,
I'm trying to get the end, man. I'm trying to get the end. Don't say nothing, man.
He's trying to jack that damn price up on me.
Yeah, that's like that Siege cover, man. I've never seen that Deadpool Siege cover anywhere. Is that one? I've seen that. I've never seen that Punisher where he's sitting on the bench with I call it the Grand Theft Auto writing on it. That's hard to find. The Venomized Iron Man, that first one is hard to come by. I mean, it's a lot of books, man. If you can,
this Spider-Verse 2 we were talking about, the one with the Greg Land variant where the girls where she's sitting like that book's through the damn roof. And the Ultimate Fallout, the Durjevich variant, the 1 in 25. Hey, I was gonna buy that book, Matt. I swear to God, it was $1,300 on Facebook right when this was starting. I sent Hialeah a message. I said, "Damn, look at this book, man." I said, "I know this book is worth a lot more than this." He said, "Damn." He goes, "I don't mess with Facebook." I said, "Well, I damn sure do." So I got on there, and it wouldn't accept my message, man. The message to do to get the book. I was mad as hell. I wanted to get that shit.
Yeah,
now it's ungettable. It's $3,000.
That and then even the NYX number 3, that the NYX variant, the Jurjevic variant, that thing is god. I mean, is it the Del Auto?
It's through the roof too.
Good luck on it, man. If you can find them at good prices, man.
Yeah, that one's gonna be gone. That Ultimate Fallout, that one will never come back down to low. Ultimate for regular will, but not that damn variant.
You know, I had to pull it down, man. But I actually got that Jenny Frisman Voltron variant. I got that up there. That was in that collection, by the way. That we got out of Jeff.
Steve got that first Jenny Frison too. You got that Jenny Frison.
Well,
yeah.
the one he's got is her first paid piece. The one I got was the piece that she did, but I don't think they paid her for it. She did Hack and Slash.
Okay.
Number 14.
Yeah.
But that Voltron one's worth a lot of money.
Yeah, that was in that stash, man. And I was like,
it was in a commission.
Wow.
Yep. So I mean, if you can find some of those modern books like that, another great is it's the Transformers that has Unicron on the cover.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you can find that, that's I think
you don't see.
Yeah.
Hey, on the collector app, they've got $1,000 plus books on there, boy. It's good to look at those books in case you ever just run across something like that, because you wouldn't know because you don't see them.
DuckTales is a DuckTales 8-bit version, like the old cartridge.
Yeah.
If you can find, you find it. I saw it one time on eBay. Dude wanted $200 for it, and I went back the next day.
It was crazy.
Gone.
It's nothing like looking at something and going, I think I should get that shit, and then go back and it's gone, and you never see it again. I've talked about this, and this is not a good spot.
What's that book about the pirate girl? What's the Cursed Pirate Girl or something like that? I can't think of the name of it. But I saw the first printing, the original, like the when he printed himself on eBay, and I think dude wanted $125 for it. That same exact thing happened. I went back to go pick it up. Somebody knew what it was. I was like, yeah, only somebody who knew it.
If you ever see Quantum and Woody #1, I think it is, or something, they only made one copy. There's only one. Quantum and Woody.
It's a special variant. Yep.
Special variant. They only made one. Damn. They tried to kill you with that.
Star Wars.
Look out that one.
Now they do that shit in basketball cards a lot, Matt. They'll make a 1-on-1 card, you know, of certain players and shit, but they don't do it comics like that. But boy, you imagine, you know, having to buy 3 or 4 comics, just look in the middle and see if you got that rare variant. Boy, they'll sell the shit out them comic books.
If y'all want
sell the shit out of them.
That's the Stone Cold mystery box pack.
Where you couldn't even see
that sounds like a Stone Cold mystery box.
Yep. Shit.
If y'all want something to spec on, man, I tell you, man, anything Star Wars, like out of that collection we got, Al, I was when I was on the phone with you yesterday, I actually found a book. It's Boba Fett, Agent of Doom, and I just happened to go to eBay and let me see what this is trending for on eBay. Damn near $100 book. I was like,
hey, if it's raw at $100, Matt, you gotta grade it.
Yeah, I was like,
my rule is if that bitch is at 50, raw or 100, you might as well grade it, because if you get a 9.8, that bitch gonna be worth $1,000 probably.
Out of the roof, man. But Star Wars books, man, are a premium now. Like, you remember those were books people would give away. You couldn't buy Star Wars. I mean,
especially the Dark Horse stuff. You know, nobody was really talking about Star Wars in Dark Horse.
Shit, I was looking today at it one night, Jeff, trying to find some Star Wars shit. I was in that on that app,
man.
looking that shit up.
Matt and I
I'll
were
back there tomorrow, probably, Jeff.
Okay. Matt and I were up at the
Star Wars shit. He got some shit in there.
Yeah.
Matt and I were up at the origin story, and I got a low grade first appearance. So remember, I got you showed me that low grade Boba Fett, that first appearance of Boba Fett.
You see how much you're going for now? You see how much you're going for now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was in a dollar bin.
I just pulled it out and said, here, I pulled it out and said, buy it. Don't even think about it. I said, don't even think about it, just buy it.
And I get home and I look at it, I'm like, hold up. It's the first appearance of Boba Fett. Like,
so it was 42, Star Wars 42.
Yeah. Probably a 3 or 4, but
it's a white cover when he's got the green helmet or something on.
Yep.
And I got the second appearance when I was with Sean and Jeff for
it
was number 68 with the yellow cover. I got that for like $20.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've seen Clone Wars 4 or 5 times. It just never thought about anything of it. Because, you know, I really wasn't a big fan of the Clone Wars saga, so I was just like, the hell with it. Now I go look up, I sit up there last night, look at the top 10, and here it is at like number 1, number 2 or something like that. And I'm like, what?
I know.
$1,600? You know, like, you gotta be kidding me, man.
Yeah.
That shit happens, man. You know, you see them and you just don't think anything up.
And sometimes you put them in one of your boxes and you're like, deep down your head, you go, man, I seen that man somewhere. Do I have that? And then
that happens with me. Like when I watched Comic Time, like a couple years ago when he showed that Proteus first appearance, Mutant X, I was like, I got that book, and I'm going to my collection, digging it, and then I find it. You know, I was like, yeah, I knew I had this book.
True story.
You know,
oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean.
Go ahead, D.
D. Okay. I'm sorry.
Dusty.
You called me
Dusty.
Oh, I'm sorry.
D for Dusty Brown.
I'm
baby.
sorry. I thought somebody else was behind.
Dragonite.
But no, seriously though, on Comic Time last week, they had a Marcross in the top 10, and Matt told me about that book like 3 years ago, and for some reason he said, "Man, go ahead and get that book." So I got a slab, 9.5. I paid like $70 for it, and then last week it shows up on the list. I'm like, okay,
yeah, cool. I mean, same thing like when it was either Ms. Marvel or Incredible Hulk. I mean, Hulk, Savage She-Hulk. I was like, man, pick this book. It's $20. Don't let's buy it. Don't think about it. $20.
Yeah, that's not even something you think. You know, as soon as you see it, it's mine.
Yeah,
it's mine.
You go, shit, $2. Fuck it, I'm getting it. I ain't. Yeah. I don't want to regret it. It's worth it. Just get it.
I can't tell you how many copies of first Spider-Woman I got, man. Spider-Woman #1. I got like tons of those because people want to buy them. You know, that's like Nova. You know, me and I thought about this all the time, bro. We've seen so many Novas in boxes for like $20, $15, $20, man. Adam Warlock, I was with Larry, and they had an Adam Warlock for like $9. I was like, here, man, just buy it. Like, don't even think about it. Just buy it. You know,
it don't even cross my mind. As soon as I see it, and I see it at a good price, it's coming home with me. It's coming home with me.
Anything Golden Age.
Don't regret it.
I came up on a Miss Marvel. I had to find it, man. I think it's in one of these boxes. Right here. But I got Miss Marvel, man. And it's straight out the 1930s. I didn't realize it until I was looking, and it's an old faucet, so you know it's legit when it's a faucet.
You're talking about Mary Marvel, right?
Yeah, Mary Marvel. And that book, I think I paid $10 for it. I went and looked, and that book was like worth $800 or something like that. And then I got an old pinup called what's her name, man? It's an old pinup, Sparky or something like that, man. But it's one of those old classic, pinup books, and that thing is worth like $2,000-3,000, and I think I paid like $75 for it. And it was so damn rare. I'm scared to get it slapped. I don't want anything to happen to it. It's in the one in the box in there. But
shit, that's like some of my cards, man. I don't want to send some of my baseball and football cards out because, man, I'm scared their ass ain't gonna give me back my card the one I sent them. Because they ain't no if or buts, they ain't no markings on them.
I actually found my old baseball card collection 3 months ago. I was cleaning out the shed outside, and when I moved back home, I thought I had it put somewhere else, and I was just cleaning up, and I said, I'll be damned if I hadn't found my baseball card. And boy, I got some doozies in there, man. When I found that Derek Jeter rookie card,
that's one I won't send away. The SP.
Yep, Derek Jeter rookie card. I got Michael Jordan's rookie card when he played baseball. Bear Bonds, McGuire, all those guys.
If you got Derek Jeter's SP card, it's silver. That card, if you get a good one of those, man, one of those sold for $98,000.
Yeah, I got Derek Jeter's in the box with Ninja Turtle. Yeah, I made sure I put that. I was like, I know exactly where that's at. That's in the box with Ninja Turtle.
Damn, I don't have my baseball cards out.
Yeah, I actually stopped collecting baseball cards, man. But I still held on to the ones that I used to have. Man. Like that's like those old X-Men cards. Sean, did you ever collect those old X-Men cards back in the day?
Shit, I got a whole book full of X-Men cards. I remember I had the set of I think it was 94 X-Men.
Yeah, that's it right there. That's it. Yep,
that's the one I got.
94.
I had a lot of those X-Men cards, man.
I got a bunch of them sitting around, man. I just don't know where half of them are at. I got them like all over the place.
Remember all the old Trapper Keepers and stuff like that? I still got stuff. I got the sleeves in there and all. I had Marvel, DC cards. I got baseball, basketball, football cards. I still got all that shit.
I remember taking it to school and I got it.
We did a whole show on cards, trading cards on Silver Age Sundays.
Yeah, man. A buddy of mine that I played soccer with gave me old Skybox X-Men. I don't know if y'all remember those old Skybox X-Men. Yeah, Series 2. He gave me the Wolverine. It's a hologram.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Yep. But yeah, those cards back in the day. Now I'll tell you what. Now everybody talk about comic book cards at whole value. If you can find all open box Marvel Flare cards, and you in the house, you win it.
Gambit.
Yep.
I got a Gambit. I found them in the drawer. I got a Gambit.
Yeah, if you can find Flare, those cards still go for stuff.
I got a Gambit. I got a Magneto, but you can't really see the Magneto in this. I don't know.
I see.
Yeah, I see.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had all them cards, baseball cards and football cards. They're in the
This the one you want right here.
God.
What's up, 90?
Yeah, I don't blame you, man. That's
an expensive card.
Yeah, that's one of those ones you hold on to, man. I wouldn't dare. I just get the little screw post, just put it in there. Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Yeah, I've actually got that issue. There's an issue they showed in that Michael Jordan documentary, Sports Illustrated.
I do got my Michael Jordan rookie.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
and this card would grade so much higher. It's got a little freaking like stain on the back, like it was sitting on rust or something. It's real light. Man, I want to take it out and see if Lenny could clean this so bad, but god damn if he ruins that card, that would not be good.
My granddad used to collect Sports Illustrated back in the day, man. So we got like a whole shift row full of old Sports Illustrated, probably coming from 1960s all the way up to like the 90s, late 90s. So I got like all of those old runs that the Lakers and Celtics were on, you know, all that old stuff. In mint condition.
If you got the 60s and early 70s, then you probably got the last time the Knicks won the damn championship, man.
Sean's gonna need that.
Sorry, yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, man. Collecting is fun if you know how to do it responsibly. If you're not doing it the right way, because I see some guys and they be paying mortgage payments on comics and stuff, and I'm like, bro, you can't gamble like that, man. It doesn't quite work that way.
Nope.
Gotta have a smart plan.
Yeah.
Know what you're doing.
You gotta have your habit pay for your habit.
Hey, yeah, that's what my wife always says. You always talk about selling some shit. You don't sell nothing. I said, I damn sure know.
I'm a holder, man. Like, you gonna sell it? No, I'm holding, man. Holding.
I'm in the holding pattern. If you come back in 10 years, you'll still see me circling.
I'm still a bit irritated about that arranging because, man, we did a video chat and he's going to send me a whole bunch of 90s cards, a couple of Kobe Bryants and Michael Jordans and all that stuff. And then, he said they sent the package back to him saying the package was destroyed. I'm like, oh my God.
Jesus.
That was the worst, man.
I wish he would have insured that for like $1,000 and that happened. You'd be like, don't worry, Sean, I'll buy you some good shit.
Yeah, right you were worried. The same thing about you said in that Conan 1. You were worried about that Conan 1 not getting to him. I remember.
Yeah, but see, the difference between this is I bought that shit in 1990. And it had a backing board from Dale Mabry. And I wanted him to get that book. That was my book that got me back into collecting. And Varangian said, no Conan shall be lost. He was ready to go on a damn.
If he had to swim, I remember he said if he even had to swim out to the boat, he would.
Yeah, he said there ain't no docks or nothing near Austria, so it's gonna be far to get to it.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I'm ready to wrap up this show. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. They had 299 subscribers. I know Jeff is
one away from 300. Yep.
They'll be subscribing.
I'm already subscribed to them.
And they'll be doing the live show next Saturday. So this show was pretty much like a prelude to what's going to come next Saturday at 8:30 on the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. Matt, pleasure to have you on the show. Drop a lot of knowledge as you always do. Al, you've been on the show a couple of times. Always great to have you on here. Jeff Comic 813 and Steve Stone Cold, my tag team partners on the show.
What's up?
Yep.
It's been great having you on there.
I'm gonna see that Roundtable show though.
Hey,
that's gonna be next Saturday, y'all said, right?
Yep, next Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
All right, you got to drag Antonio on. I want to see him.
I'm gonna drag TC, man. I'm gonna talk to him tonight. When I get out,
you gotta drag him on.
I'm gonna drag him on, man. And also this week I got a top 5 horror comic books that you should be reading list coming out. So, yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
To that. So, thanks to everybody in the chat, Varangian, 90, Biggie Shack. Thanks to everybody who showed up, and we had a great time. We had 10 people on the video for the first time on my channel.
That was
great. But anybody that catches this on rewind, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, share, and make sure you subscribe to the Comic Hall and Roundtable discussion. With that in mind, this is your boy Sean. Stay Puft 1983. Peace out, y'all. Enjoy your weekend.